Wah. Konnichiwa. Hello. Hi Mary. Hi Dallas. Hi Derek. How are we doing today? Yeah. Close that. Get that out of here. Okay. Welcome. We're playing more. I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. In the last stream, big things happened. We aged up. We had a little. We're now a teen, I think. Or we're a young teen. We hit puberty. The music's a little loud for me. It might be lower when we get into game. So just my audio's just a bit high. Okay, and we started a romance with this. We held his hand. We kissed amidst a game of spin the bottle, but that was hormones were messed with a little bit for that one, so we're not entirely sure if that one was legit. But we did hold hands. We held hands under the moonlight. We listened to music together. We're having a blossoming teen romance. I gotta be real. I was not having any blossoming young teen romances as a young teen myself, because number one, I was gay, and not a lot of kids know that you're gay at that age. So it's like, well, and then also I was very disabled and inside most of the time. So this is my first chance. I finally get to be I think I'm 14. We're 14. Yes, we're 14 now. And I'm sure this relationship will last forever. Nothing wrong. Nothing will go wrong. I think this relationship is gonna last forever. We're gonna get married. Yep. Perfect relationship. I'm pretty sure 14-year-olds are the best relationships. Oh, wait. Everyone, you need to test something for me. Someone in chat. I need you to type CW. Like the all one, like a command. I just need someone to do that for me. I can't do it. Thank you, Dallas. I need to see if this works. It might take a little while because Nightbot might need to wake up. Let Nightbot think about it for a little bit. In fact, I'll check if Nightbot's awake by doing this, because I know that one works. Okay, Nightbot's awake. If I do this, can I call it? Okay, I can call it. And that is the correct link? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna try... Let's try... this instead. Alright. Alright, someone try again. Someone do the exclamation point CW. Try that again. I can't do it because I know that it works for me as the owner, but I need someone who's... Yes, thank you, Dallas. Thank you, Dallas, for helping. Will it work this time? Oh, wait, there's a 60-second cap! God damn it. Okay, we'll try again in a little bit. We'll wait a little bit. There's a 60-second cooldown before it can be called again. Damn it. Okay, we'll wait a little bit, and then we'll try again, alright? But be on standby. I'll need you to type that again in a little bit. But here's what we're doing. Let's go in. So, look at us! Look, we're teens now, and we have a pet! Right, we got Hop to It! Everyone, we have Hop to It now. If anyone missed last stream, we have a pet now. His name's Hop to It. Actually, I think... Wasn't it canon that hop eyes are, like, genderless? I think so. I think so. Well, I think it's... honestly, it feels like an any pronouns kind of thing. I don't think Hop to It cares. But yeah, we've got Hop to It. We also named a species. We're maxed out on perception, I remember. Do you want the plas cutter? I have the plas cutter equipped for now, yeah. Cause, cause my combat's very low. And I get a +2 to physical challenges, which is good. What am I? I'm getting good at... Right, what did I... Well, okay, let's have a look. Look at this. This is our boyfriend question mark. Foraging lot, they love to eat if you don't mind eating bugs and mushrooms. Okay, bravery 40. Okay, so we should work on our bravery because we need this relationship to blossom and bloom. I'm getting a scary face. Does this interest you? What do I have? Crystal clusters. Other breakpoint for animals with your dad. Yes, also that. I still don't know what he likes, and I don't know when his birthday is. Try giving him some medicinal roots. Or baba fruit. Try giving a baba fruit. Damn it! What do you like? I don't know what you like! I'm trying so hard. But did I get, first 3 you've tried? I don't remember. I don't know if I've given him the crystal cluster. Ooh, I do have a breakthrough with my father. Because I'm at, ooh. Okay, so let's do this. Your dad is reading a book, an actual book. Dog-eared pages and everything. In the shade of greenhouses, he blinks at you when the shadow falls over the pages. Oh, hey, little gooseberry. He laughs. Do you need something? Help him with the animals. Ooh. So cute. This is a new artist. Have a freak day. So cute. Okay, your dad is helping 2 bristle slugs who've got entangled on each other. While, well, maybe they were wrestling. Your dad wasn't going into the details. They were trying to copulate. Okay. Okay, he hefts up the larger one and you carefully pull apart their bristling spikes, being careful not to get jabbed yourself. 10 minutes later, they're back at it again. Your dad shrugs the heart wants what it wants, I guess. Oh dear. What's my next thing? I need animals 80 or greater. Oof. Okay, how's Cal doing? Okay. Something we're doing wrong. Embarrassing lesson. Ooh. Intriguing. Mars, how's Mars doing? Oh, Mars. Nothing ever happens here. Yeah. So I've been all spicy and I don't even have a boyfriend. Okay, Mars. Get into a debate. I do like that Mars likes when you question her. I do want to hang out with Tang a bit more. Right, that's what I want to do. Who cursed me with a water farm. I didn't ask for this. She reaches in her bag and pulls out a protein bar. The downside to requiring less sleep is that the body burns more calories while awake, she says, taking a bite. My caloric intake is much higher, similar to that of a bodybuilder, which is fitting, as I do have the strongest brain in the colony. Oh my god, Tang. I have a medicinal root for you. For you, Tang. Okay. What am I? I'm 38 with Tang. 53 with this. Yeah, I've overtaken Mars with this. Yeah, I'm not hanging out with Mars right now. She's pissing me off a little bit. Okay. Yeah. An enemy's hanging out. What do we want? I really want to up my bravery a bit more. So I can spend more time with this. But there's also, I remember I wanted to up one of these for some reason. Why did I want to up one of these? What was it? From some general knowledge. I'll have a look around. Right, tutoring children. I get empathy. I do want some more empathy. I don't know. I feel like it just feels like something useful to have. Do all of these give friendship with tangent? No, this one doesn't. Engineering, reasoning. It was one of those two. It was probably reasoning. Yeah, I think reasoning was the one I wanted to up. I don't remember why, but I feel like I did. Let me have a look around. Let's see what's up. Relax on the walls. Let's friendship with this, yep. Got this over here for Tang's breakpoint. I think so. I think it was probably for Tang. Yeah, I needed 40 reasoning. I think that was it. Oh, maybe it was something with one of my parents. I need organizing 40. I do want to hang out with my mom a bit more. Jackson Park. Biology, organizing. Toughness. There's also the xenobiology lab. Yeah. What do we get over here? I would like higher organizing. Partially because the perks, I think, are just that I can equip more gear, which is nice. But also, I want to hang out with my mom more. And she likes organizing. Your mom's next breakpoint, yeah. Oh! I'm one away from doing that. I don't really care about... if I... Was this... One of them I had organizing over here, right? Did I? Or am I making that up? I'm making that up. Let's... I'm not really interested in kudos from anything from the supply depot right now. So maybe I'll do it over here. Yes, this one. Xenobotany is organizing. Yes. Let's do this one. Your dad introduces you to the little lab they have set up in one of the greenhouses. It's incredible, he says, gesturing all around him. We're surrounded by alien flora, and we know practically nothing about it. What's edible, what's medicine, what can we make fibers or build with or use in ways we haven't thought of yet? He beams at you. You and me, we're gonna find out, my little potato. Your dad directs you to a research bench, and here's where you'll be working. The bench is buried under samples and beakers and weird-looking alien sprouts. More than just a simple table, the analysis bench is covered with buttons and little holes you can put things into. I just had a thought. Do I know Tandon's birthday? Damn it. Because they're twins. I want to know things about Dis. I know literally nothing about Dis. I know nothing. Come on. The bench is buried under samples. Oh, yes. Carefully find the on switch. Don't touch anything. Stick something in a hole. Carefully find the on switch. Looked everywhere. Stick something in a hole. Put one of the ceilings into a small slot in the table. A little door slides shut, then reopens, and a brrr noise startles you. Oh no, you broke it, your dad laughs. No, just kidding, you're fine. Good instincts, kiddo. Don't touch anything. Gonna mess around. You won't break anything. Okay. I pressed every button. Mash all the table's buttons until yo, kiddo! It's congruent. The friendly ship's computer beams at you from her own holoscreen set into the bench. Of course she's here. She's the guardian of all knowledge in the colony, after all. You wonder where she got yo from. Your dad laughs. Don't tell anyone, but congruence is the real brains of the operation, he confesses. He confesses, though it's not like it's a secret. She'll make sure we don't do anything super dangerous, which means you and I can focus. You and I get to focus on the experimentation. If you follow the rules and stick to what you already know, you won't learn anything new. So don't be afraid to try stuff. Okay. Bring your mushroom samples to the lab. Oh! Having mushroom. I have so many mushroom wood things. I actually use the samples that I got? Damn, okay. Examine the mushroom under a microscope and take notes on its cellular structure. Part of the reason it needs to be harvested and wet is because the cells get so saturated that they lose structural integrity and turn to well mush during glow. Studying the exact process by which the cells take in water leads to a breakthrough. It might be possible to hack the process to stop mushroom trees from taking on too much water during wet. If they don't take on as much water, they won't take as long to dry. Oh, kudos. One colony defense. Oh! You should be able to develop a spray that the loggers can apply to the fruiting board of the mushwood. The part that sticks out above ground to close its pores. Reducing negative pressure in the body should stop it from pulling so much water to the mycelial network underground. This is great. Logging will be much more efficient now. Oh! First collectible use is free. Oh! Will this work on this one? It will, because it's wild. Okay. Okay. +2 to a card. Reach your hand. +2 to a card is good because, you know, I have a lot of these mushwood logs. Think that's good enough. That's good enough for me. Act well this month. 3 biology, 2 organizing, 16 kudos. What's my organizing at? 40! I can have a breakthrough with my mother! With my mother! And I made kudos! Late quiet. Okay, does anyone have anything? Any little ellipses above their heads? No, not right now. Can't give you anything. Yeah, because I'm too recent. But I can talk to my mother? Yeah, tell her what you learned today. Okay. You've been so busy lately, the only way you're able to get all your work done is to multitask. Studying while you're eating, brushing your teeth in the shower, listening to holy novels while you're about to fall asleep. I don't understand why everyone doesn't brush their teeth in the shower. Brush your teeth in the shower. It makes so much sense. I don't know why no one does it. You're about to fall asleep, you have to double up everything. Look how cute. Emily Yates. This is cute. That's a cute card. Okay. You kind of expect your mom to tell you to take it easy, but she just laughs and claps you on the back. You're my kid, alright, she says. Just too much damn work, not enough hours in the day. I know how you feel. Thank you, mother. 80 organizing. The scenes with your mother aren't as in-depth as the ones with your father. I'm quite high in animals, too. And I want to get my bravery up. Couple of novel ideas for social and dangerous situations. My stress is pretty low. I think I've already explored outside though. Maybe I'll wait until next season to explore outside. Maybe I should... I want to get some more reasoning. Let's get some more reasoning. And hang out with Tang as well. That's 3 reasoning. This is 3 reasoning. This gives me 3 reasoning, but it doesn't give me any friendship with Tang. Which I would like. Persuasion, creativity. Biology reasoning. Engineering reasoning. I'd like to get my engineering up. It's so low. It almost feels like, I don't know if it's worth it at this point. Maybe the creativity and persuasion one? Well, I wanna be smart. I'm being a bit smarter. I do wanna get my engineering up. If I'm playing this as me, I'm playing this as Nomia, not as a character. And me as Nomia, I'm much better at engineering than I am at biology. So maybe let's do engineering. To further your engineering knowledge, you're taking a mini class with Chief Engineer Instance on the construction and maintenance of your holopalms. These devices are engineered bismuth crystals embedded in your palms when you start school. They use heat and electric current of the human body to power themselves, to talk to each other, and to connect to the holonet. Congruent's massive repository of information. You can barely remember life before yours. Holopalms were commonplace by the time the Vtuber group first formed on Earth, and the square bismuth is grown in the lab, Instance explains. So the physical device itself isn't hard to maintain, the difficulty is in the display and touch interface. Instance opens her holopalm, displaying a visible projected screen floating above her palm. As chief engineer, she also has one of the fancier versions that combines with a pair of eyeglasses to superimpose a projection right onto what she sees. The interface relies on plasma voxel generators, which require extremely small components that are impossible to nanoprint. The material will have to be mined from Vtuber itself. Tang raises her hand. Is it possible to hack these devices, she asks? If the biological electronic interface is so thin, is it possible to hack the human body? Tang, you seem like a little bit of an evil villain, genius. But that's okay. In a way, we've already begun to hack the human body, Instant replies. What do you call genetech? Everything the body does and is capable of depends on 4 nuclear bases in different configurations. It's no different than congruence. Human and artificial intelligence are both built from limited code and are transformed into more by the building. Your genetic enhancements, superhearing insight, temperature regulation, increased resistance to fear, disease, and fatigue, all present in the human genome, is unlocked by the power of science. Oh. Hooked on your holopalm. Class splits into working in groups to explore installing modules into your holopalm. You and Tangent are in a group together. She begins installing a mod that will let her scan inorganic materials and get a reading of their chemical compositions. Oh, I need higher engineering. Download your own mod. Try to remove your holopalm. No. Just learn from Tangent. You don't feel comfortable modding your own holopalm yet. So you just sit and watch Tang as she upgrades hers. She's hesitant at first but relaxes after she realizes that you're not here to judge her. You learn a lot from her. She can be nice, so long as you don't ask too many dumb questions and you're doing something she likes. Look, I'm making friends! Ooh. Okay. I can do this, and then they're both 3. Oh, and then this is a 3 as well! Wah-wah! And then I can do this and this. Those are all 3, and that's... Oh, hell yeah! 30! Let's go! Can I make it... Can I get a super win? Can I get a super goal? Come on, give me a super goal. There you go! I've got so many fucking mushwood logs. I should start using them more. Well, this month. Engineering 2 reasoning. There we go. I'm getting my engineering a little bit up. A little bit higher. I'm a little bit more stressed. Oh, hello. Tangent looks up at her hollow palm, blinking as her eyes refocus on the middle distance, then on you. Her previously long hair is gone, buzzed close to her scalp. You almost didn't recognize her when you first saw her. You wonder if it was caused by a lab accident or something. Hello, Nomia, she says, already cagey. Do you need something? Hair? I mean, what's up with your hair? Thanks, Shreds. It's too hot here, she says dismissively. If evolution hasn't seen fit to solve the problem, then adaptive behaviors will have to do. Oh, I don't have high enough empathy. Oh! No, I'm not flirting with Tangent. I'm trying to flirt with her brother. That's weird. I like it. She shrugs again. Would you like me to add you to the tally of people who haven't had an opinion about my personal appearance? It's quite riveting if you're into that sort of thing. Tang turns turns back to her reports. It's not all about looking good, she says. This is more efficient. Oh my god, Tang, you're so... you're such a loser. Anyways. Can I give another gift to this? Oh, father! Hear your dad sneeze. Oh, no, father! He's wiping his nose as you approach. On a handkerchief blotted with shimmering pink. Lately, he's also surrounded by a fine dusting of pink pollen that clings to him wherever he goes. Keep brushing the glitter off things in your quarters. Gives you a hug, then brushes the pollen off your shoulder, laughing self-consciously. You haven't heard him laugh much lately. He's been working hard to improve the colony's food supply. He's showing signs of malnourishment too, though your mom is worse. You're worried for both of them. Your dad's skin is kind of shiny in patches. He sees you staring and rubs his hands over his arms. Sparkling dust poofs off him in little clouds, scintillating in the light. Oh yeah, that's a new symptom, he says. Seems harmless though. You should be wearing your mask. And hide this beautiful face, your dad laughs, rubbing his nose, especially now that it sparkles. He makes a big show of checking his pockets. Huh, I guess I left my respirator back in the greenhouse. Oh, why can't he just take care of himself? Dad sniffles. God, I feel like someone snuffed a whole potato pod up my nose. Like I could just poke a stick up there and puff fresh potato juice. Ugh, Dad, gross! He just grins. What? It's true. You follow his gaze out to the fields and to the lands outside the gate. I wonder if the foragers could use an extra hand, he muses to himself. Yeah, maybe I'll join them out there tomorrow. Neither of your parents are taking proper care of themselves. They're so stressed out from the poor harvest and low food supplies. They try not to let you see it, but you can tell. Maybe your dad is right. A little seasonal illness is nothing compared to the danger of running out of food. I kind of want to help them. I want to help them in the labs. I want to help them out. Okay, biology toughness. Biology organizing. Toughness. What's my toughness as? My toughness... I could get a perk from toughness soon. Hang on, where am I at? 27. Let's try working on the farm. It's always pretty warm on Vertumna, but inside the geoponic stones it's always the perfect temperature. Is it pouring during red? Take a break in the dry heat of the desert biome and greenhouse. Partition during dusk? Refresh yourself in the rainforest biome. It's nice to be outside under the suns, but after growing up on climate-controlled spaceship, it's nice to be able to control the weather again. Get to work. Okay. Got this. That's that. There we go. Wait, I could do this as well. I just want to see if I can just get it. Come on. There we go. I've got so many fucking moshwood logs. There we go. More biology, more toughness. Come on, what am I at biology? 45. Toughness. I'm at 29. Alright. You're at lunch with your parents, sliced soy cakes and watery broth again. Great. When they put down their cutlery, they look at each other, then you. Nomia, your mom says, there's something we should tell you. We've tried to shelter you from some things, but I think you should know why we've been working so hard in geoponics. There's a meeting after lunch and I want you to come with us. Okay. Follow your parents to the council room. Mars is also tagged along, and you take a seat near them as your mom and Aunt Anne start to address the council. After Unicott officially calls the meeting, she gestures to your mom. Is this Mars' dad? I think Mars has 2 dads, doesn't she? Yeah. I'm not going to mince words, your mom says firmly. All of our efforts to increase food production in geoponics have failed, especially given the fail of pixie beans. The destruction of the fields during last attack put the nail in the coffin. By the end of the year, the colony will run out of food. The rest of the council murmurs in concern. You and Mars exchange horrified looks. You've been doomsaying about our food supply for 2 years, Flula Rec questions. Do you mean to say we're past the point of no return? Mother nods grimly. I'm afraid so. Even with rationing, without securing a autumnal food source, our supplies will run out by a wet season. She gestures to Anne, whose face is grave. Anne and I have gone over the supplies and come up with food plans. We've crunched the numbers. Mum sighs and spreads her hands. I'm sorry. Geoponics should have been producing better by now. We should have been able to wean ourselves off soy rations. During wormhole transit, when we lost our hydroponics in the hull breach, she sighs again. I know I've said it so many times, but our crops just won't grow here. We needed these algae tanks. We needed those algae tanks. We needed the microbial soil from Earth. Why weren't we told earlier? Yeah, Mars agrees. Why weren't we told? We have a right to know. We have lives here too. We live here too. She stands up and slams her hands on the table. We've been here for 4 years and we could have been helping this whole time. All you did was have meetings about it. The council looks at Mars with surprise, then contempt. Could have seen that one coming. Yeah, I kind of knew, but imagine being carried for so long and being upset that your feet could not be cut by rocks. She waves one shaking hand. Seeing the future is the privilege of youth. Thank goodness we have them to the point at our flaws. Mars sits back down, confused by Udicott's words, but fuming at her dismissive tone. So what do we do now, isn't us? Starving to death isn't an option. No, it isn't, your mum replies. We need to secure a food source this year before our rations run out. We're not working double shifts in geoponics. We're working double shifts in geoponics, but it's not enough. We need more people planting, tending, and turning the soil. We need more hands. Okay, I can pull back surveyors and focus on foraging native plants Utopia offers. Even the young folks can help if they've proven themselves around the survey equipment. I'll send out a holo message later. Okay, gain status starving? This has been the burden of geoponics for too long, Unicott. It's time so we all step up for our future. Stomach rumbles ominously. That's not great. That's not great at all. I want to help Injan in geoponics because my dad's sick and I don't want him to be working overtime, so I want to help. I want to go exploring, but I want to help him a bit more. Where is this? Conserving energy, just says from his perch up on top of a rock outcropping looking over the forest. Humans aren't used to going hungry. In the wild, animals die of hunger all the time. It keeps the food web balanced. He rolls his nose. Maybe we're just supposed to die here. That's not so bad if it's what we deserve. Yikes. Do you want a crystal cluster? God, what do you want? I'm gonna help here. Research xenobotany. That helped with defense last time. And yeah, physical skills are down right now. Researching will probably help more. Just working the fields without actually researching what we're doing, I feel like won't help as much. So maybe let's research xenobotany. Her work often overlaps with Tangent's work in the biochemistry and genetics lab, so it's not uncommon for her to pop by and ask questions about what you're working on, or for you to ask her for help interpreting some test results. She's uncharacteristically animated whenever she gets to talk about science, almost like she's a whole different person. She even laughs sometimes. Don't you think it's so interesting how vtuber species resist being classified by any known taxonomy? She asks, peering into the root network you've sandwiched between pieces of clear glass. She stands up. It feels like everything is a little bit fungal, she says. Spores, fruiting bodies, mycelium networks, even in animals. Some animals here even photosynthesize. She nods excitedly. The division between plant, animal, and fungus is less strict here than it was on Earth. At the cellular level, many animal species have properties of plants and vice versa. She launches into an explanation about how high energy bonds store energy and require metal catalysts like iron in human blood and chlorophyll in green earth plants, but how the different hues of vtuber plants must mean they use an entirely unknown elemental catalyst, probably not even metal at all. It's a little advanced for you, but Tang is very excited about it. No, I'm not flirting with Tang. I'm flirting with her brother. She stops and takes in a breath, winded by her own monologue. Zounds, Nomia. Zounds? What? If vtuber plants and animals share an elemental catalyst, and we found out what it is, we could learn so much about this planet. Ooh, I have high enough biology. Help her advance her theory. You show Tangent what you've been working on, all the samples and simulations, results of scans and experiments. Incredible, Tangent says, going over your notes. We've been attempting to map genomes of various samples in order to construct a phylogenetic tree, but we're at capacity already. Can I take this? Of course. Oh, help Tangent. This helped Tangent thing is so ominous to me. Tangent smiles. Thank you, Nomia. This is more helpful than I can say. Chief Engineer Instance forwards you some kudos for sharing your research. This helped Tangent, like, buff isn't making me nervous. Okay. Could do this. Then this. There we go. There we go. Let me have super goals. Okay. Biology. Organizing kudos. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Anyone have anything to say? Hi, Nem. Okay. I think I'm worried about the food. I'm gonna help with the food as much as I can. The mood in geoponics is tense. Everyone's working themselves to the point of exhaustion, trying to get enough plants in the ground to survive this year. Should I help get plants in the ground, or... To me, researching feels like everyone's already planting. I feel like researching is gonna be really important. Someone needs to be researching to get it together. Help Tangent. I know, the help Tangent is so fucking ominous. Biology organizing. But I also feel like I want to... I'll work on the farm this time. Someone broke into the gardens last night and stole some green tomatoes. What a waste. Not only were they probably too bitter to eat, but now you don't have the seeds to replant. Your mom is furious. Mom calls everyone for an all-hands meeting. She looked through Miss Survey's group. Alright, farmers, listen up. Based on my projections, geoponics should have been producing 70% of the colony's food by the end of our 3rd year, she says. The rest was supposed to be provided by stored rations and hydroponic algae greenhouses above the stratospheric. The agriculturists all nod. Everyone knows where this is going. Because we lost so much of our hydroponic equipment in the wormhole incident, as well as 90% of our soil and bacteria cultures, we're nowhere near the production we need to be at. We also have had hoped to have domesticated at least one native crop, but as we found from pixie beans last year, we have some more work to do on that front. She looks every one of you in the eyes. You're my people, my family. I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you. The colony is going to fail if we don't get a handle on this agricultural production. People will die. You feel a pit in your stomach that's not just from hunger. You can't imagine someone as strong as your mother just wasting away. Your mother pulls up a hollow screen outlining work plans for the season. You feel your own hollow palm pulse as you receive a copy. There's so much life here on this planet, your mother says, but it seems to fight us at every turn. I sent soil chemistry analysis to your palms, courtesy of geranium. The soil needs to be conditioned extensively to support earth crops. We need to cultivate more vtuber crops in partnership with the foragers. We need to salvage what we can of hydroponics and get that up and running by the end of the year. Mother would never stoop to being beaten, but you can see the lines of fatigue around her eyes. It'll take a superhuman amount of work to turn this around, but it is still possible. You are the people who will save this colony. I believe in us and the miracles we can perform here. Okay, thank you for being here to do the work. Now let's get out there. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Farming, okay. Okay. Try this. I only have one of these left. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna need to... I think I need to go... I have high stress, but I think I need to go forage for stuff. I need to go forage for collectibles and stuff. Good kudos total. Okay. Dust. Hang on. I'm gonna check if there's anything I can buy. Oh, a flower. Okay. Because these... The difficulty of these cards are meaning I'm having to use items. Tried that with this. I have. Visit supply depot. These are all just gear. Plus 5 biology. My stress is really high, but I feel like I have to... I don't want to rest because we gotta do stuff. But I want to go foraging because I need more items and stuff. There are ways to... Can't hunt any creature on this planet. You can dodge events. I can dodge events, and there are also some events where I can actually reduce stress. We're gonna forage in the valley. Right away, there we go. Okay. Utopia greets you warmly as you muster for your first expedition with the foraging team. Nomia, I'm glad you can make it. We need everyone we can get out here right now, boosting our food supplies. I'm ready to sniff out those tasties. I have so much fucking perception. Good luck hunting out there, she says, handing you an oversized backpack. More like a basket than a pack. Use your hollow palm to identify edible and medicinal plants and throw them in here. I'll sort them back at the base camp. Bro's laughing out loud. We had fun at entertainment too. Thank you, CFO. Operation Babe Hunt was... It was a time. Keep a lookout for creatures. It's pretty peaceful out there in the valley, but even a little bug will get you if not careful. Go slow, pay attention to your surroundings. If you're unsure about something, don't approach it. Stay on the path and don't get lost. We don't call it the Valley of Vertigo for nothing. Any questions? I don't want to flow with Utopia! She's a full-grown woman! I'm 14! Will Dis be with me this time? Utopia looks like she's trying not to smile. No, Dis is not good at finding new things, just not so much the same things over and over. You'll be okay though, she continues. You won't be alone out there and you're doing important work. You're about to leave when Utopia snaps her fingers. Hold up, Nomia, we're also investigating some species we might domesticate. Those we'll want to tag and capture. Ideally, we're looking for herbivorous creatures that already live in herds, and either produce something edible or reproduce quick enough that we can slaughter them for meat. If you see anything that fits the bill, tag them and bring it back. Okay. Got it. Okay. Right. Can I just walk around these vents? Yes, I can. Some of them block the path. Oh? Creature. I don't want to investigate creature. Okay. A curious creature blocks your path, soft and cute like a puppy but with a grab bag of different kinds of legs, cute little teddy bear arms, segmented spider legs and curling tentacles. Keeps scurrying up trees. Oh no, I need to sneeze. No, I lost the sneeze. No! It keeps scurrying up trees and hanging upside down to get a different angle to look at you. Wait, no, the sneeze is coming back. There we go, there's a sneeze. Look it up quickly on your hot arm. It's called a Vriki. It may be small, but it's at least attempting to be intimidating. That must mean something. Let's try to approach it. Am I at 68? Okay. I want to save these gems just in case. Because there are some cards. I might use this. That. Final round. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay. That's better. Wait, if I do that, will it give me... Okay, there we go. Give me a straight. Some kudos, okay. Freaky runs up your leg. It's a giant spider thing, it's got weird tentacles and get it off! The urge to dance around and shake it off is almost uncontrollable, but you manage to keep your cool. The Ricky tastes you with its tentacle feeler legs, but doesn't look interested in causing you harm. It pokes at your backpack trying to get in, then gives up and scurries off. Okay. Damn it. I was hoping to get more out of that. Can I go around? Okay, I can. Okay, I can go around. I can just go around. Okay, big plant. Where am I at? Okay. Find a trippet. A large, tasty, plant, kind of. You heard it's some sort of like an animal too, like a lot of creatures of Vertumna. It kind of defies classification. Whatever it is, it's cute, it's probably taller than you are. Harvest some stalks. Start breaking off the freshest and youngest looking shoots to plant shutters. Analyze that shutter. Okay. Okay, 4, 5, 6, there we go. Okay. Try this. Okay, value is wild? Value matches all pairs or straights. Oh, okay. You eat the tree thingy? It said it was edible in the item description, so I'm going to assume so. Make this two of a kind. Can I make this yellow and then get a higher? Yeah, I thought so. Super goal, let's go. What am I at an animal? 61, okay. This plant is alive and sentient like an animal. It's definitely not happy that you're ripping its limbs off. It's hard to tell if it's in pain, really. Discomfort at least. All the same. We need food. Keep shuddering. You hear a low whistle and realize it's coming out of triplets holes, like a very quiet bag light slowly contracting. Stop. Harvest the triplet stalks and let it recover in peace. You take note of a map of where it is, but oddly you never find it again. Okay. I only have like one thing left I can do. So we'll look around for some items. Xeno egg. Xeno egg with a question mark over it. Baba fruit. Okay, egg. That egg with a question mark over it is intriguing to me, but I'm gonna have a look Okay, the exclamation points are probably the thing I'm most... There's another exclamation point over here. Okay. 2 exclamation points. I think I probably only have time for 1 because I'll get too stressed. I'll get too stressed if I do both of them, so I can only really do 1. Which one should I do? I'm a little bit lost. What was here? Oh! I accidentally clicked on it. You learned exploring unmapped area of the Valley of Vertigo. The pollen is thick here and your air filter is overworked. A warning light has been flashing orange for the last 10 minutes. But there are plants here that you've never seen before. Flowers with intense rainbow hues and strange lumps of fungal matter which pulse as if they're breathing. You cut some samples. Utopia will totally give you extra kudos for these. The pollen is especially thick up ahead, deep fuchsia simmering with color. Everything here seems to dance with tiny flecks of reflected light. It's kind of magical. Press forward. You push forward into the suffocating pink fog. It's so thick that you can only see a few meters ahead. You follow the glimmering towards where it's densest. You come upon a glade filled with what seem to be strange topiaries. They loom out of the glittering fog, each in the shape of an animal. They're all formed with the same spongy, glittering pink substance dotted with finger-length fungal growths. You're so distracted that you almost fall into a large hole in the center of the glade. Check for danger. Seen plant-like animals before. Are those topiaries actually predators waiting for you to get close? You watch them carefully from the edge of the glade. They're completely still, not breathing. There are no life signs. Good. Your virus soup keeps beefing and warming. Take a sample of the fungus. Shiba cure! There we go! As you bend down to take a sample, you realize the dense shining haze is coming from the topiaries. The fog is seeping out of holes, and at the end of each fungal growth, you break off a few growths into a collection vial. Remember helping Tang for extra credit in biology class? She said that the shimmer, the seasonal illness that affected Dad in Poland, is some kind of colonizing fungal growth. Could this be related? I have to leave. You leave. As you exit the thick pollen and are able to see again, your mask warning light starts flashing red. The filter's finally clogged. You got out of there not a moment too soon. You lurch back to the checkpoint, where the other foragers quickly replace your filter. Utopia chides you for not paying attention. Keep exploring? Damn it! Okay. But I did good. I did good. I got a shimmer cure thing. Time for Tartanalia. Oh, we're not gonna have a feast. We're not gonna have a feast. With B, as you file to the main square, you can't help but notice that the feast table is nearly empty. What Anne liked in resources she made up with care. The dishes are lovingly plated, soy cakes glisten, steam rises from buns stuffed with mince, and there are great pitchers of vegetable broth rounded out from even the most unedible fruit scraps. There's a neat stack of sugar cubes for dessert. Whole sugar! What a luxury! In an underwhelming feast, that'll be the highlight. Governor Unicorn's welcoming speech this year is short. Her frail body trembles as she welcomes you all to Vertamlialia with a dry, whispery voice, then has to be helped off stage. Like all of you, she's been feeling the effects of the famine. What should I participate in this year? Participation is for joiners. I'm starving, so my toughness isn't doing great. Let's do this. I've been doing a lot of science lately. Let's do the science fair. You went to the science fair last year, but you heard the stories. Tang did something terribly complicated about cell differentiating vitamin feces, plant, animal, and fungus alike. She melted down when Dr. Instance pressed on something, but this year she's all business, back and better than ever. She's not only corrected her error, but added a ton more complexity and depth to her analysis. Instance listens intently and congratulates her on a marvelous comeback. You're up next. Present my project. 61. Okay. Do this. Okay. Okay. 3 of a kind. Okay. Do this and this. That's 18. What about this? That's 15. Alright. This is better. Okay. These are both. Hang on. 5, 5, 4. Oh! I actually did it! I actually did it? Holy shit! Next one, kudos. In studying the yearly attacks, they only happen during glow, but why? You've been graphing and analyzing surveyor data on the animals and discovered the attacks don't correlate with natural behavior or migration patterns. I did. I invented the fidget spinner. You thought at first that the wormhole might agitate them. It does put off low-frequency waves during glow that haven't yet been fully studied. So a year ago you started monitoring the waves and realized that there were actually two waveforms, one from the wormhole and a weaker one based somewhere on the planet. During glow, when the vibrations from the wormhole are present, it seems to activate something in the planet's frequency, making it stronger and more complex. These frequencies run right through the colony like targeted beams, drawing animal migrations closer. It's almost as if something is summoning the animals. Colony defense, tangent, getting status popular. Okay, so many things. Judges are amazed. This is all a huge breakthrough, and it all happened just because you wanted to win a science fair. Oh, look how cute! Onsta? Onsta drew this? Wait, Onsta drew things in this game? For those who don't know, Onsta is a Drawfee affiliate. She's a friend of them, so I've been watching her play Metopia. Holy shit, Onsta drew stuff in this game. Great work, Onsta. Okay. You have a lot of work to do to be able to use this theory for forecasting the next attack, but Rhett is excited to study this further. You win the science fair, hands down. Okay, after the festivities, the whole colony takes a few days off for a break. Well, except for geoponics and the foragers and the kitchens, and everyone who uses their break from their usual work to help out in the places that didn't close. Okay, so it's not really a break, but take it easy anyway. Okay. Critters doubled. Okay. I got some, items. Which is good. I'm gonna keep a hold of them. I'm not gonna give them out to people because I need them for doing stuff. Biology is going up. Character traits. Okay. I'm also gonna save, actually. Let's save. Onsta drew cards in this. Okay. Get some more food again. Okay, so I think while my stress is at 50, I might go do some more foraging. Let's do some more foraging, yeah. So your collectibles remaining. Oh, there's no more collectibles remaining here. Once have respawned. There are 12 events remaining. And I want to get that other exclamation point. Yeah, I want to get that other exclamation point. But there are no more collectibles. I got all the collectibles. But let's see if we can look for that other exclamation point that I missed. Where was that? Is that over here? These areas are so pretty. Oh. Come out of the trees into a large grassy clearing. In the middle as well, you can only describe it as a pedestal. Middle of cradle flowers sits a massive egg, easily larger than any egg you've ever seen before. It's white with red flecks and just sitting there in the middle. I need to sneeze again. That feels like such... That's such bait. Leave it. I'm not sure if it was actually bait, but it felt like such bait. Okay. Where was that other exclamation point? I did the one that was up there. It's over there. There it is. Spend some time working in geoponics so you know your way around a plant or two. Have you caught a cold? No, I just sneeze a lot, okay? Walking around through this area, you notice something feels different about it. The bare ground feels bouncy like a trampoline, and the plants all look weirdly stunted. Not a lot can stifle nature here, so it's honestly a little weird that there are no grasses or mosses growing here. Okay. Spongy soil. Peer down at this oddly bouncy ground. It's pink and fleshy, and wait, is it even ground? Kneel and take a closer look. More like a kind of dense moss or coral, maybe. You press a hand into the moist, squashy substance. The looter narrative sniffles. True. It smells sweet and starchy like cake. It blankets the ground here in a thick sponge-like layer, swallowing up everything it touches. Gross, but it smells so good. Dig a large chunk of the sponge cake up to bring back to geoponics. Further analysis is needed, but you have a good feeling about this one. Ooh. Okay. Absolutely enormous tree forms part of the tree path here. Its root cut natural stairs into the path, and its magnificent canopy of large flat leaves completely blocks out the sky. They arch overhead almost to the ground on the other side. Walking under it is like going through a tunnel. And the tunnel is dark and gloomy, unseasonably cool, and filled with the whispering of leaves. You get the sense that something is aware of your presence. Climb on a bit. Okay. You climb up onto one of the big flat leaves, surprised that they can actually spot your weight. Neat! You get high up enough out of the fog to hear the whole area. It's very pretty, but nothing else happens. Okay. Yeah, I want to go home. I'm too stressed. Let's go home. I'm too stressed. Light dust. I'm very stressed, but we're gonna do year. I think actually I'm gonna go have a new event because that's sponge cake. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm also gonna maybe get this. I'm maybe gonna get both of these. Bonus to pairs. I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna get +5 biology, I think. Yeah. Let's go do some xenobotany. Okay, I'm gonna max out my stress when I do this, but that's okay. Your report worked in the geoponics laboratory, bringing along a sample of weird spongy purple-pink stuff you found in the fog cloud in the Valley of Vertigo. Dad's very interested in your sample. He has you analyze it right away. Scrutinizing your sample under the microscope, then with a spectrometer, you compare the spores to known substances. You determine it shares a chemical compound seen in fungi with psychotropic effects. It can make people hallucinate. Huh, your dad says. That explains some things. You think about those creatures, those topiary covered in the stuff. They were all grouped together in the same place by that weird hole. Did the fungus make them go there? But why? Take a look at these, your dad says, sending you an archive on your holopalm. He's kept detailed records on the air quality, humidity, and temperature spanning back almost the day you landed here. There are even some actual air samples preserved in vacuum-sealed tubes. You take a look, and sure enough, the spores are always present in the air here, and getting much worse during the pollen. Wait, could this be what makes your dad sick every year? Is it trying to colonize him like those creatures? Yes, this fungus must be the cause of the shimmer sickness. Looking for a way to neutralize it, you hit the archives again. Ooh, you work at it for a few days, but identifying a compound and noticing a pattern is one thing. For the heavy science, you need help from Dr. Instance. This is strong work, Instance says, scrolling through your findings on her holopalm. You say you gathered the sample yourself? That's impressive for someone your age. She summons Tang to join you. Please get Tangent up to date on your research, she says. She'll take it from here. She has more of a mind for these things. Sensing the shift in power balance, Tang blanches and looks at you apologetically. Okay. No one knows this better than me. Mrs. raises her hand. I'm not passing judgment on your ability, she says placatingly. You clearly know this research well, and I can find nothing wrong with your methods. Still, something that's important, also dangerous, should be done in more controlled conditions. Tang has been scrolling through your research. This is good work, she agrees, but this is a medical problem, not a gardening one. We've already studied the shimmer, so just think of it as combining your research with ours. The corners of her mouth twitch up, the most of a smile anyone can usually get from Tang. I'd like to work with you on this, actually. I can't believe you got all this from just a sample. I draw something about this game later, just for curiosity. What's your character age, maturity state? My character right now is 14. This whole game takes place over the course of 10 years, from when you're 10 years old to 20 years old. So I'm 14 right now. This is not dismissing you both. If you'd like Nomia, you can stop by the lab later to check on our progress. Ooh, okay. You've been studying the sponge cake you found out in the Valley of Vertigo, in that oddly squishy trampoline ground. As you suspected, it's a type of fungus. The analysis bench tells you it contains edible starches. Once dried and processed with the maturing agent, acidic spark snow would work nicely. It'll make a wonderful flour! The challenge now is to cultivate it. It multiplies quickly, and you've seen how it stops anything else from growing near it. I'm gonna tell my mom about it. No, absolutely not. She says before you even open your mouth. Get that out of here before it contaminates the crops. We all know how Pixie Bean experiment turned out. I know you studied the sponge cake, but I'm still not sure about it. I'm sure this is safe. I checked. You show her your research. Your mom rubs that face. I know. You're a real chip off the old block, aren't you? You probably have its whole genome mapped already. Fine, let's find a place for it. Yes! Okay, you plant the sponge cake in a special field quarantined on the other side of the geoponics domes from the rest of the crops. By the end of the month, you can already tell it's taken root and will start producing viable food soon. You should get your first harvest during pollen when the sponge swells up and it's at its sweetest. 5 colony food! Yes! I did it! Many of the earth crops grow through dust and need to be harvested before wet. This means colony has more food available year round. This is going to be an incredible burn! Let's fucking go, bitch! Let's fucking go! Yes! God, I'm incredible! Wait a second. Okay. Okay, there we go. I win! Bye, people, today we snack! Hell yeah! We did it! We're so good! I'm at 100 stress. I have to lie down. I'm at 100 stress, but I got +5 colony food! I'm doing so good! I'm doing it! Fellas, I'm doing it! Okay. Yeah, we gotta sleep. Is it someone's... Is early wet is Mars's birthday, right? Yeah, we're not gonna rub the walls with this. Yes! Maybe I'll go there. I'm so stressed. I need to relax. Let's hang out on the walls with this. That's a good idea. Walls are over here, right? Cracks on the walls, yeah. Chief Security Rate is on the lookout for lookouts, that is, for kids to chill out on top of the walls all afternoon and count Xenos. Sounds way better than going to class. Gives you a once-over, eyes narrowed. Alright, he says. Look over there at the end of the field. What does that sign say? Read it out loud. I'm so fucking perceptive, dude! If you can read this, your eyesight is 20/20. Huh, what a weird sign. What does that mean? Red nods in approval. Good, you pass. Come back next month and I'll put you on the roster. Unlocked lookout duty in the garrison. Ooh! Don't forget. No, I want to keep both of those. Keep your memories. Okay. Still working. I still want to work on food. Although, Instance did say to come to the labs to help with something. For the shimmer cure thing. But I think right now I want to be focused on food. How is it? What does the notice board say? Security rating, 20%. And accordingly, okay. Oh, I could go foraging. Let's go foraging while I have really low stress. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, me. Let's go foraging. Come on, Hop, do it. Let's make gear. Okay. Do that. Okay. Hi, Dis. Alright. Let's go foraging. Be a good idea. Okay. Let's do some more events. Something about the ground here draws your attention. It's oddly lumpy. What's up with that? Scope it out. I'm so fucking incredible. Go. Damn, 63. These challenges are getting tough, dude. 26. Okay, let's try most of +1 change to red. Yeah, there we go. Okay, victorious. So kudos. Whoa, it's a Watato minefield. Underground, the recent rain has swelled the young melons to bursting. You better watch where you step or you end up knee-deep in Watato juice. The good news is they're tasty. Forage one. They're so dang heavy, the carry-to-weight ratio isn't optimal. Most are too young, but you find a ripe one, dig it up, and roll it back to the depot. Fantastic, we're getting food! Doesn't look like the collectibles have respawned, so we'll just do events and see if we can get more food like that. Come across a cluster of mushrooms. Are they edible? There's only one way to find out. Well, there are a few ways if you're not a coward. Identify the mushrooms. Okay. It's 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's try. Okay. I could try this. There we go. If I do this, it'll give me a straight too. It's the gay aliens. Hi, Eddie! It is! Okay. I need more stuff. Okay. Change to that. There we go. Actually, could I do another one and get a super goal? There we go. Look at that. All blue 3s. Okay, another colony food. You're able to determine that these mushrooms are edible. You fill your basket up with big chunks of tasty fungus. Utopia's peas for your hole. Good work. Fantastic. A line of termite-like insects crosses the path here. Curious, you follow them to the destination, a massive sponge-like hive of crawling bugs writhing with life. The bugs are tending to larvae nestled in the holes of the sponge, feeding on the rich royal jelly that oozes from the hive. You step in for a closer look and hear a warning hiss from above. Atop the hive is a queen, whatever it is. Wait, no, she is the hive. Wait, this is a squeeger hive. Her abdomen has swollen and lodged in the ground here, rendering her immobile, but not defenseless. The hive queen groans and growls at you, and the air prickles with burning flavor of acid. She must have some sort of defensive acid spray. The jetty looks pretty edible, though. Animals challenge. I'm good at animals. I'm at 62 animals. I'm good. I can do it. I got... There we go. $18, $21, okay. Okay. Do this. 2 of these. I can do that. That's 14, and that's 15. Okay. Okay. 5, 5. Ooh. I try to redraw hand. Okay. know if I can get this. Easier sources. I'm trying. $55 stress is worth it, possibly. I think it might be. Because I don't think any of these will really help. I think I might have to push through. Yeah, I'm gonna have to push through. Okay, I'm very stressed, but that's okay. Could have colony food. Okay, gains memory. Milking the squeeger. Get in there and squeeze out some jelly from the hive queen's many holes, somehow managing not to get sprayed too badly by her acid. Some lands on your arm and the back of your hand and sizzles briefly, but you keep your calm long enough to escape with the bounty. 2-1 out and tied to the continue. You have to go home now. That's okay, that's okay. Okay. You're surprised when you wake up this morning and your mum and dad are both still in your quarters. Usually they're long gone before sunrise. You pull back the curtain and they look at you with big smiles. Nomia, your mum says, cradling a mug of black tea in her hands as her dad rubs her feet. Good morning. Good morning? Someone didn't hear the next news. Your mum replies cheekily. Renouncing it later today, but guess what, kiddo? I think we're gonna be okay. She chuckles at you, sleepy, confused look. The famine, she explains. We still need to do the work, but we're pulled out of it. We got out of the spiral. We're gonna be okay. Between farming and foraging, we've skewed enough food to make it through to the harvest next year! Okay! That's great! Mum salutes you with her blurb tea. She looks more relaxed than you've seen her for a year at least. Maybe since you landed on Batamna. Dad sighs happily. I'm already looking forward to dinner. I haven't really cooked in ages. What should we have, Nomia? Sponge bread curry. I helped with the sponge bread! Mum calls it bunny chow. A square loaf of sponge cake bread with center cut out, stuffed with veggies and spices. Sweet and hot and so good. You and your parents cook a private meal in your kitchenette. Your dad does most of the work, but you help. When you sit down for a quiet family dinner, you realize it's the first time you've done this and you can't even remember how long. You talk about your day in the most mundane possible. It's so pleasantly normal. Status ending, starving! Yes! I ended the famine! I got an achievement! Every bite is heaven and made even better by knowing that you had a real impact on the colony's future. I did it! I've done it! I ended the famine! Wah-wah! I'm gonna save it. Yum yum. Ah! Thank God. I'm at 100% stress though. So I think I'm gonna have to relax. What, is that duty where I just watch? Lookout duty, does that? No, it doesn't actually reduce stress for me. But let's relax on the walls. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to relax in the garden with my parents. Relax in the park. One bond with Pet Hopeye. Mama's here pulling weeds and taking soil readings to make sure the conditions are right for the flowers. She works on this garden like it's her own child. Probably even more so because the garden can't spend all day at the creche. Okay, you can feel your Hopeye starting to trust you more. They're still pretty skittish and you don't want to see what those claws on the end of their foot can do, but they seem a lot more relaxed in your presence. You're petting it when it starts to chitter at you in agitation. Whoops, what's wrong, Hot to it? It flips over onto its back and wiggles. Its lighter stomach fur is looking impossibly soft and enticing. Do you dare, or is it a trap? Challenge! Random card locked in one spot. Okay. Three, 4, 5. Okay. 38. Okay. It's 3. Okay. I kind of want to redraw this hand. Okay. Do this, do this. Oh, there we go. Can I get a super goal? Yes, I can. There we go. +2 animals. Too smart for fall this trick. After a few moments, Hot to It seems to lose interest. They spot a bug circling lazily overhead and flip back over onto their foot, chittering as they begin to track it with their 4 blinking eyes. Oh, Hot by 2! Gain 2 less stress plus 2 bonus to pairs. Oh! My Hot by helps me even more! I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget either of these. So my Hot by is actually just better? So cute! Okay, it's the glow. New perk. Oh! Equip extra additional gear. Fantastic. So I can have an additional thingy. I think I want to have biology or animals or persuasion. I might want more persuasion. Okay, how's this? Does it interest you? Have I given Dis a Boba fruit? I feel like I have. I feel like I've tried giving Dis any one of those things. Can I? You have. I will never remember. Okay. Gates are closed. Hi, Nem. Stupid acne. Got this too. Mother. Careful, she wants you now. You know for a fact it isn't safe during glow. I won't have you venturing close to the walls. Stay where I can see you, close to the ship. Okay. Can I? Labs remember. Yes, I will look at that in a second. I can buy the photophoner though. I kind of want to buy the photophoner. Just for fun. What's the photophoner do? I didn't even read it properly. +1 to social cards. Let's go to the lab. Okay, was it... Is it a specific one? Or is it any of them? I don't think so, but you are near biopic. I am. Let's study life sciences. Yeah, I'm very close. It's been a while since you've been to the life sciences class. You wonder who got... Oh! You take a seat. He was a teacher, but... you take a seat in class and there's no teacher here yet. You and the other students wait, exchanging awkward glances as time passes. Eventually, Chief Engineer Instance breezes through the door. She's accompanied by Tang, who takes a seat beside you, barely giving you a second look. Look who showed up! Instant snaps without a sinking feeling she knows he's talking about you. Nomia, can you even tell me what life sciences entails? Tang looks at you out of the corner of her eye, trying not to smoke. Biochem, medicine, ecology, geology. You usually rattle off the subject names. Insta doesn't look pleased, but she doesn't look Insta disappointed either. That's about as good as you're ever going to get from her, honestly, so you count that as a win. Have I not been to this class in a while? Tangent stops you on the way to class. Nomia, were you heading to life sciences? Good, I could use your help with something, actually. I'm working with Chief Engineer Instance in the biolab. If you give me a hand with it, I'm sure she'll give you credit for the class. Of course I'll help. Honestly, Miss Tang, we just need somebody to label petri dishes and move them from the cooler to different machines. A hop I could do it. Well, I've got Hop to it with me. Instance is staring unfocused at her hollow eye as she processes the results of the scans. Tang goes and stands beside her, pulling up a scan on her own hollow palm. They confer quietly while you wait. Sounds like they're studying the shimmer, the mysterious illness some colonists get during pollen every year, including your dad. Instance looks up at you, as if just noticing your existence. Nomia, she says, the fungal samples you found have been most helpful. They match what we found in the patient's symptoms during our research on the shimmer. We think the shimmer is a form of reproduction, Tang explains. It's like a fungus trying to turn us into more fungus like it. It's really neat, actually. More like ultra creepifying. That too, Tang replies, though she looks more excited than scared. We'd be much safer if the surveyors just set fire to it all rather than trying to study it. Who knows what else is out there trying to kill us? You spend the rest of the week helping them study the illness. Mostly this involves following instructions and doing, as Tang loves to repeat, jobs a hot eye could do. Nothing beats hands-on experience though. The fungal cells are mixed with human cells, almost like they're merging into one thing. Instance has to spend a lot of time in vert space trying to disconnect the two in her models. How close are we to a cure? It's impossible to say, Instant replies. This isn't like a game on your Hollow video displaying quantifiable progress towards your goal. The truth is not so easily known. You take that to mean she doesn't have any idea. Tangent and Chief Engineer Instance have been hard at work in the lab trying to find a cure for the shimmer disease. You join them in their research. You're the one who found a sample of the shimmer fungus and analysed it. You're the one whose father suffers the most from it. You confirm that the shimmer is an airborne fungal disease and that the thick, choking spores and pollen are the same fungi from the Valley of Vertigo, the ones that colonize the host and turn their bodies into more spore-producing fungus. Finally, you have a long-due breakthrough! Sunlight! You try inoculations, antibiotics, antifungal creams, but what works is a high-intensity light treatment mimicking the full force of the suns during dust, coupled with an injection to increase its potency. Of course, Tang exclaims, the fungus colonizes animal life during pollen and some succumb to it, but the intense light of dust scourges the fungus from the survivors. It's all part of the natural cycle. Treatment works on samples, now to test it on a subject. Test it on myself. You open a triple-locked research room and pass through an airlock. You don't have your own virus suit on, but that's the point. You need a strong dose of this fungus in your lungs. The small room is filled with the shimmer fungus. It's growing on everything, the floor and walls, and on lumpy shapes that were some kind of biological matter once. Now it's all just fungus, violet and shiny. You breathe deeply, marveling in the feeling of soupy, dangerous air infiltrating your body. Tang watches safely from behind the thick plexiglass. You can't tell if she's jealous or impressed. Next, you slide into the light therapy machine to bask in the nice warm light for a while. You even have a nap! Dr. Instance takes your vitals and runs samples of your fluids through various machines. She's excruciatingly thorough, but after a few days she concludes that the treatment is a success! You still carry a high fungal load, but its effects have been nullified by the light therapy. Wait, did I actually cure it? Remarkable, Instance says, going over your findings. Now that we have frontline therapy, we can begin treating a population to prevent the fungus from taking hold! She looks over at Tang. Nomi's discovery will be of great help with our other research. You expect Tangent might be crossed that you got the credit, but she nods, looking pleased. You're just thankful that no one was killed, not your father or anyone else. The colony is safe from the shimmer! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! I did it! I've done it! I've done it! I can't believe you saved both your parents on the first run. Wait, what do you mean by that? Both my parents were in danger? I don't like that. But I did it, I've done it, I'm so smart. God, I'm incredible. I saved both my parents. Yay! I'm so smart, I'm so cool. And I don't like Dallas that was like, damn, you saved both your parents? Okay, the roar wakes you. Wake the dead. It shakes the walls, rumbles through the ship's hull, and makes your heart skip a beat. You're paralyzed by the sudden clench of fear in your gut. Through your porthole window, you hear metal screeching and people shouting. Then another roar, guttural and rumbling like the sound of a mountain collapsing. Something enormous is out there. I do not have high enough bravery. Stay indoors. Your parents are already throwing on their shoes. Your mom grabs her personal defense sidearm. As head of geoponics, she's one of the few that has one, and straps it to her hip as your dad gathers you in a big hug. Things are going to be okay, baby, he reassures you. You do what we say and everything will be fine. Mom's going to go out there and see what she can do, and you and I are going to take care of the kids in the creche. You headed out together. Your mom kisses your dad and gives you a brave nod before you have to go your separate ways. You huddle with your buds, Mars, Dis, and Cal. Because it's the middle of the night, almost everyone was in their beds. Some people are still wearing pajamas and sleep bonnets. Only Nem is missing. The children's creche is buried deep in the belly of the stratospheric, making it one of the safest places you could be. Even so, the youngest children are scared and there's a lot of crying. Let's watch holovids with the young ones. Somehow, even with the sirens blaring, some of the youngest drift off in your arms. After an hour, someone in the defense squad rushes in and orders everyone to leave the creche. The battle's getting close to the stratospheric. Before you can even get everyone to their feet, you feel the ship lurch and resettle at a different angle. Something is attacking the ship itself? The children scream, some scatter in all directions, and others sit there, paralyzed with fear. Without warning, the entire wall of the crash just peels away like a tin can, letting in a rush of cold night air tinged with ozone of plasma rifle fire. You look up and see it, up close, face to... Oh! I mean, before the glow, of course. Dallas! It has no face. In place of a face or even a head, its body just unzips, revealing a mass of writhing pink tentacles and blinking eyes. Nem and her brother Calm are among the security squad, trying wildly to divert it away from the living quarters. Okay, it smashes into the ship again and roars, calling up a wet, terrible noise somewhere where there's seeping wet crawl and all the children scream. You have to get out of here. I have to save the kids. 68. Okay. Okay. What do I have? This isn't great. $18, $20. One love crouching shit is this. Don't worry about it. That's 28. I've got items. Okay, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Is that more? That's 37, this is 35. Could I actually get a super goal? I don't think so. That's okay. Actually, wait, could I? No, I think that's it. Okay. We did it though. We did it. We did it. It's fine. Okay. It takes tremendous effort to keep your head. Your calm helps the children who finally listen to and flee the creche. Your dad ushers you into the engineering wing where you we cover you with the others, trying not to panic. All around you, metal screams and buckles and great tremors vibrate through the ship. Finally, after what seems like hours, the noises stop. Your mom returns more limp than usual. It's gone, she whispers to your dad in despair. It's all gone. Council calls an all-colony meeting to face the aftermath of the attack. In the oppressive gloom of the glow, you gather near engineering with the other survivors. It's one of the few buildings still standing. The corpse of the faceless still sits in the caved-in wreckage of the stratospheric, spilling its flaccid pink tentacles from its horrible zipper-toothed maw. It's already beginning to stink. You can't forget what you saw. Your mind keeps replaying that terrible moment, the faces rearing up and obscuring the sky, Nem and her brother looking so small before it. Governor Udicott was killed by the smaller creatures that swarmed command during the day attack. In her absence, Seeker addresses the colony. Council acknowledges the bravery of Defense Squad, citing their heroism and finally taking down the Faceless. If only hadn't gotten away from them and stampeded right into the stratospheric. At least they stopped it before it got into engineering, as it would have activated the reactor and led to crater the size of an asteroid impact. Geoponics is gone. The greenhouses are destroyed and fields trampled. After a year of suffering, starving, and only barely scraping by, you're not just back where you started, it's even worse. The entire front half of the stratospheric has been destroyed. Living quarters, the canteen, the garrison, the lounge, even the creche, it's all gone. It's only by some stroke of luck that people hiding in the creche weren't all killed. Seek solemnly reads the names of those who lost their lives, too many, including Governor Udicott. You all stand for a moment of silence. You feel the weight of the loss like a blow to your chest. Nem and her family cry out when her brother Com's name is called, and the quiet sobbing continues through the silence. With the living quarters destroyed, everyone moves into the engineering wing for shelter. You're crowded into the classroom with the other families. The adults try to make it seem like a sleepover, but you're all still so shaken. Nem cries about her brother and screams at anyone who tries to comfort her. Eventually, you just ignore her grief, as painful as it is to hear sobbing at night. Gain status in morning. Feel like you've been awake for days and you'll never fully sleep again. You try, but jerking awake, crying out of fear, eventually you all fall asleep sitting up, held in your father's arms. Your sleep is fitful, but mercilessly dreamless. What's gonna happen now? Ooh! You know, the title of the stream was not preparing us for this. The end of last stream was so joyous. And now we're here. Hi, Dis. Dis is examining a bit of rubble, turning it over in his hands. I wonder if we're ever gonna find, like, alien tech. He says, wouldn't that be cool? I hop to it. Mars crosses her arms and sulks. What is the point of, like, having all these crews if I can't actually use them to, like, buy stuff we need? Like, hello, it's not like I can mail or spice through the wormhole. Tang frowns. I don't understand. She says, why now? Why does it keep getting worse? Leash. Yeah, everything's broken. Oh dear. Where does the game go from here? I don't even know. Hi, Cal. Cal puts on a brave smile. We have a lot to be thankful for, he says. We're still alive. That has to count for something, right? Hi, Mom. Mom looks overdrawn with lack of sleep. Be careful out there, she says wearily. Don't want anything to happen to you too. Like other people in geoponics, your dad has been working all day and night to salvage what he can of the attack. It's gonna be okay, he promises. We just need to work hard. Can I even... What can I do? What do I do? Engineering's the only one I can go to. Mourn? Rebuild. Okay. Engineering is crammed with families and what belongings they salvage from the destroyed living quarters. You can spend your time in your crowded temporary lodging in the classroom or help the adults try to fix things. I love that Morn has 5 smiley faces next to it. Morn, haha! All skill reduces by 1 for 3 months. Some jobs and artisan can't be reformed. Let's rebuild. First month of quiet passes, each day plodding one after the other. It's also my birthday this month! Oh no! You still have trouble sleeping in the classroom barracks, but there's nowhere else to go. Every day you wake with the others and try to make the best of it. Grief and anger come in waves, not just for you, but for everyone. Some days are better than others. You're assigned to help rebuild the walls. The first part of the month is spent just dragging away the wreckage, sorting it into salvage or recycling. By the time that's done, crews disassembling parts of the stratospheric have delivered enough salvage that you can begin work patching up the walls. Sense of urgency permeates the crew. After everything, people need to feel safe. Jis is on the work crew with you, something he does begrudgingly. Walls didn't help the first time, he grumbles whenever someone asks for his opinion. You should just tear them all down and live like the animals do. If someone planted a bunch of buildings on my land, I'd be pissed off too. Okay. By the end of the month, you've made noticeable progress. There are other priorities and not a lot of construction material. But when last year's mushwood harvest is done drying out, you're able to do more. Even if Diffs is right that it didn't help the first time, it's better than nothing. Oof. Okay. Try this. There we go. Worked well through the month. I do get -2 stress from my hop to it. Oh, I got a toughness perk! The sun finally dawns again on your birthday. You wake early and climb to the top of engineering to watch the first sun's watery rays break the horizon as the wormhole recedes across the sky. Dawn should represent hope after a long period of darkness, but this light only reveals the full extent of the damage to the colony. You've been having trouble sleeping like most people. It's hard to find rest, crammed into classrooms with all other kids and their families, and every time you close your eyes, you see. You shake your head to clear the memories. You pull your blanket more tightly around your shoulders. It's not your blanket. That one's gone. And stare out at the sun rises on the horizon, meager and sickly. Hey kiddo, you here? Then your mom comes and sits down beside you. Thought I'd find you here. You both sit in silence for a while, watching the sunrise and pick out all the broken glass littering the fields, glimmering like a field of stars. Happy birthday to you! Thank you, Vin! Ooh. After a few minutes, your mum nudges you with her elbow. So, she says, your first apocalypse, huh? She huffs, smiling self-deprecatingly. First one's always the hardest, she says. When the first colony was attacked back on Earth, I thought that was it. Everything my parents told me about the power of community, all that, I thought they were full of shit too. She turns and gives you a serious look. It's okay to be sad right now, and mad too. I'm mad as hell. I want to get out there and rip every goddamn mushroom out of the ground, and that's keeping me going for now. But that's not going to be forever, Nomia, she continues. Eventually that sadness and rage is going to cool, and you have to figure out how to feel after that. She points at your chest. Hope lives here, she says. It's the human condition. We just don't know when to give up. Your mum squints out into the sunrise. I had to figure out how to have hope too. I needed it. To get on a busted up spaceship with your dad and launch myself through a wormhole. Hope is why we had you. She smiles. Things work out in unusual ways, Nomia. It just takes time. You watch the sunrise together for a few more minutes. After a bit, your mum pulls out a little box tied with a piece of gardening twine. From your father and I, she says. Happy birthday, kiddo. Another sun medallion. You know what it is before you open it. Your old medallion, the one your dad made, with the sun on it to represent Earth, was broken during the attack. In all the chaos, you didn't even notice, but your parents did, and made you a new one. It's just like you remembered, a similar design with a wormhole this time to represent Fatumna. You thank her and squint out at the swirling wormhole, and still barely visible in the brightening sky. It's so massive and awe-inspiring this time of year, but it always seems to herald disaster. You're happy to watch it fade away into the daylight. Your mum lets out a dark chuckle and slaps you on the back. What a birthday. Here's to another one, right? You both head back downstairs to the wreckage of the canteen, where they've put up temporary roofing with whatever tarps and scraps could be found. The colony nanoprinters, the few that still run, have been working day and night to replace the necessities of life, but larger construction progress are going to take some time. Aunt Anne has coaxed the kitchen nanoprinters into making soy gruel and pressed bars, life-sustaining but depressing. You and the other colonists eat your breakfast in stony silence as you mentally prepare for the day. Chief Administrator Seek has taken over as interim governor until the council can elect someone new. Last week they had a mass funeral for everyone who died. There's talk of turning the Stratospheric's destroyed front half into a memorial shrine after everything has been salvaged. There's still so much to do. Yeesh. I got a perk though. Next month. I got a new perk. +1 to physical cards. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. I'm actually gonna, my combat's really low, but I haven't been practicing. I think I'll keep my doll. Actually no, the +2 to the physical challenges is nice. I like having that one. We've only got 20 minutes of the stream left. I might actually go a little longer because I really want to keep playing. I'm really in the mood to play this game today, so we might go a little long. Especially while we're in this period of the game where everything's broken. Okay, we're gonna help rebuild still. We're assigned to help out in geoponics. The agriculturists have been hard at work trying to salvage what they can of the ruined fields and the destroyed greenhouses. But there's still a lot of work to be done. Mum is fine and form in her role as chief cultivator. She'll never admit it, but managing a crisis is what she's made for. Cal's working in geoponics too, of course. He smiles when he sees you. Hey Nomia, there's lots of stuff to do. What do you want to work on? I want to repair the greenhouses. Those are the ones that my mum wants. My mum made. Geodesic domes, miraculous prefab modular structures your parents brought from Earth, are in shambles. Much of the glass and metal is beyond repair, destined for the recycler. You and Cal help clear away the debris, and when that's done, you help drape tarps over what's still standing so that drifting spark snow doesn't pile up inside and affect the soil acidity. Anything that can't survive a climate-controlled greenhouse needs to be harvested and sent to the kitchen so that it can be preserved. Canning, jarring, dehydration, ancient techniques you've learned about in school, but you didn't think you'd have to put into practice so soon. Everyone is worried that this will be the final nail in the coffin for your food supply after the famine last year. You try not to think about it too hard, instead focusing on doing what you can to help rebuild. Okay. Alright, I have +7 to physical challenges right now. Okay. Okay. Doing pretty good. And organizing. My organizing is doing good too. Eating in the mess tents when you hear something rumbling. Your bowl and cutlery start rattling. People look in alarm. Could it be another attack so soon? You begin hearing shouting from outside. Someone runs into the tent. There's something falling from the sky, they shout. It's on fire. You join the crowd of people leaving your temporary structures to gather in the colony square. People are squinting up into the milky, quiet sunlight, pointing and gesturing wildly. It's impossible to miss the thing hurtling towards you from space like a great big ball of fire coming straight for you. Is this the end? Is this it? Is this the end? After all you've been through, a meteor's gonna land in the middle of your already ruined colony and kill you all? Another ship? Mars grabs your shoulder. It's another ship, she exclaims. Look, it's another spaceship from Earth. Excitement ripples through the crowd. Could it be? The true Dark Soul starts here? You stare off unbelieving at the rapidly approaching ship. The flames of its entry into the atmosphere dissipate, but the thick column of greasy black smoke trails behind it. Soon you can hear the whistle of it ripping through the atmosphere at terminal velocity. That is not a controlled descent. It's an enormous ship coming at you way too fast. The ship's reverse thrusters fire, trying to slow it down so it doesn't smash into a billion pieces when it hits the planet. Everyone scatters to take cover. You crouch behind some rocks, throw your arms over your head and squeeze your eyes shut. You hear the massive spaceship touch down in geoponics, plowing through the fields and grinding over what was left of the greenhouses. You're thrown to the ground from the force of the impact as shrapnel and small rocks zing past your head. It grinds along like some roaring monster, cutting a great scar through the colony and kicking up an enormous cloud of dust. Finally, the ship comes to a creaking, shuddering halt. Oh no, I need to sneeze. Can I stop needing to sneeze? You and the other colonists carefully crawl out of your hiding places, coughing and rubbing your eyes. The new ship is half buried and obscured by dust, but you can tell it's from Earth. You squint to make out the stenciled letters. Heliopause. A hatch opens in its side and silhouettes begin to emerge. Silhouettes with guns! Soldiers march out of the duff and switchily surround all the remaining colonists. More soldiers from two parallel lines from the ship to the square. The guns in the parade rest, and a long figure strides down in the center towards you. Greetings, fugitive Earth. The man says, his hand spreading his hands wide. A dismayed murmur ripples through the crowd. The adults exchange significant looks. Chief Engineer Instance tries to slip out of the crowd, but she's stopped by the line of soldiers. The man smiles. He has a broad, easygoing smile that doesn't match the threatening aura of the soldiers, nor the smoking ruin of the ship behind him. I am Commander Lum, he says proudly. As captain of the Heliopause, I have come to render aid and bring you to justice. I'll listen. Seek steps forward out of the crowd. You're not the commander of the Heliopause, they say firmly. Governor Udicott was expecting Commander Morikawa. Everyone is surprised. Udicott had been in communication with this ship? For how long? I am the captain of the Heliopause, Lum repeats stubbornly, then adds, according to the chain of command, we sustained significant loss of personnel when we went through the wormhole. You can't help but notice many of the soldiers exchanged looks this time. You wonder how many people had to die before Lum became a commander. As the commanding officer, Lum continues, I declare this colony to be under our protection. As such, you are all now subject to the laws of Earth. Tony. No! That was the whole reason we left Earth, was not to be that! Seek bows. Now, they stammer. There's no need for dramatics. We're a diminished colony, as you see. Governor Udicott died in the most recent attack, after all. We're quite leaderless. Lum's eyes search the crowd, landing on your mom. She stares right back at him, as if daring him to say something. You notice the chief engineer Instance is being held with her arms behind her back. She glowers at Lum with unbridled hatred. Lum turns to the assembled colonists. Well, why don't we fix that, he declares. Say hello to your new governor. You hear a few gasps of shock and outrage, and Lum raises his hand placatingly. Now let's not pretend you don't need our help, he says, and we could simply arrest you instead, but there's no need to demoralize your little colony further. Judging from the number of guns on display, you don't think you have a choice in this. It's a good thing the colony is such in pathetic shape right now, your mum mutters. In the labs, I noticed... Remember, we noticed that there were waves coming from the wormhole that were, like, drawing animals to attack the colony. Was this group, like, purposefully trying to destroy our colony? Was it them who were doing that? Your dad squeezes your shoulders and tells you to be quiet. No one knows how to react. A new governor from Earth, nearly 100 new colonists, most of them trained soldiers. What does this mean for the colony? The crowd disperses slowly, and the council members follow Lum back into the heliopause, presumably to talk about the future of the colony, you hope. You track down your friends. So what do you think about these new people, Mars asks? They're just going to boss us around. Tangent nods. They don't live here. They don't know what it's like, and they're just going to swoop in and act like they're better than us. She hugs her arms around herself. Did you see that they were doing what they were doing to Instance? The entire colony, now twice as many of you, sets to work on salvaging the wreckage of the heliopause, tearing it down and combining it with the Stratospheric's remaining engine section. Spirits are high, though these new colonists from the heliopause aren't like any people you've ever met before with their uniforms and weapons. They're more like an invading force than a rescue. You aren't sure what this means for the colony or for your future. Next thumbnail needs to be a conspiracy board. As the dust settles, you rebuild your colony in this new ship, the heliopause. New arrivals, soldiers mainly, are aloof at first. Many see you as fugitives. Together you build new walls, living quarters, greenhouses, and a massive bunkered garrison. The Stratos engineering wing is the only reminder of your old colony. The heliopause brought enough rations for another 5 years, as well as a rich seed bank and working hydroponics. They also have more guns and explosives than you've ever seen in your life. Even the ship has guns. A full stomach, a roof over your heads, and the promise of safety convinces most stratocologists to accept the Helios. In turn, the Helios decide that you criminals pose little threat. A grudging peace is brokered between the two groups. You decide they aren't so different, really. There are even Helio children, born among the stars just like you. After a month of hard work, you and your parents move into your new quarters. You get your own room for the first time in your life. You step out into your very own balcony to watch the new colony. Its grounds bustling with so many strangers and strange new ideas. You feel something rise in your chest that you haven't felt in some time. Hope, excitement. What will the new day bring? Better get out there and find out. Cautiously step outside. I don't trust these people at all. It's not... They 100%. There were waves coming from the wormhole that were like drawing animal migration pack. If the glow happens this year and no animals come to us, then we know for certain that it was them doing it, right? They were purposely ruining our colony. Dude, that's so fucking sad. The whole point of this colony was that Earth was like overrun by like I'm thinking about like the problems we have on Earth right now. The whole point of the colony was that they were tired of like the war and like power structures and capitalism and horror that was going on Earth. And so it was like a group of people who were like, fuck it. Earth is a lost cause, we'll go to a new place. And now these people don't like that we're not conforming to their ideas, so they're gonna try it, so they tried to sabotage it. I don't like it at all. This feels like a reasonable place to end the stream, but I kind of want to keep playing. Let's keep playing. What if we sabotage them? I have a feeling my rebellion stat's gonna start going up. I still have hop to it though. But we're halfway through the game. I'm 15 now, so it's been 5 years. So I'm guessing this is officially the halfway point of the game. Oh, I can do this. Spot Cal sitting in the dirt, picking sullenly at the grass. He's weaving it together into a bracelet. Sometimes it helps if I'm doing something with my hands, he says quietly. If I start to feel scared or upset, I just take a deep breath and try to reconnect with the planet. Want to hear a fun nature fact? You tell him about the time Tang brought a skunk bug for show and tell in biology, and it got scared and made the worst and smelliest, grossest stink you've ever smelled, and everyone thought Tang had farted. Who is this character? Who is that? Is that me? But pink? Then Professor Hal had to clear out the whole room, and it took weeks to get the smell out of the beanbags, and it was so gross, but also kind of neat how such a tiny bug could make a whole room of kids run away. Cal laughs. I remember that, Nomia, except the way I heard it, it wasn't Tang, it was you! Hey! Shut up. I'm at 69 biology. Okay. Oh, you! It's you! Nomi? But that's me! Wait! Hello? Who are you? Nomi. You've seen Nomi around since the heliopause landed. They're around your age and barely 1.5 meters tall, only coming up to your shoulder. You've never seen anyone dress as strangely as they do. I mean, true, it's me. Hi, their voice is high-pitched and quick. I'm Nomi. It's short for nomination. They do a little twirl and bow. You introduce yourself and... ask about their gender. Oh no, if this is a person who's colorful, wears weird clothes, and is named Nomi, and if they're non-binary... What? Oh yeah, I was so happy when we landed and I found out that you colonists have a nut boy and nut girl people too. Sometimes people on the Helio didn't get it, but honestly, I grew up with them, so they got kind of used to it. I was always told growing up that your colony was kind of backwards and weird, and we'd probably find you all banging rocks together and grunting like cavemen. Imagine my surprise when I got here and you all have, like, actual adult people who are like me. Wow. I don't like the heliopause. Nomi gives you a secret non-binary high five. It's like a regular high five, pretty much. This is me. This character is me. What the fuck? Anyway, you probably already know I use they, them, and as in Nomi sure as their act together, and gosh, Nomi is so cool. They have unbeaten high score in Laser Fable for 2 years running. I doubt anyone can beat them. Challenge them to a game of Laser Fable. This person is me. I remember this moment coming, Dallas. You knew Nomi was coming? This is me. This character's me. That's just me. What the fuck? They put me in this game. What the fuck? I named my character Nomia. And now there's Nomi here? God damn it. Nomi helps you install it on your holofarm and explains the rules. Laser Fable's augmented reality game where you bounce hologram lasers off real objects nearby. It's speed-based, so you're running around and bumping into each other, and there are extended house rules about when it's illegal to block each other's lasers. Combat challenge? My combat is not great. 4-5, can I change? No, I can't. Next round. Okay. Oh. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need 19. There we go! I win the game. Plus combat. Oh, now that these guys are here, the combat skill is probably going to become more important because they have all those guns, huh? Right on, friendo! Oh no, this person is me. Nomi gives you a high five, then with a couple of quick flicks of their gauntlet gives you a kudos for winning. They explain how this is how they always play Laser Fable with the kids from Heliosphere. Except they mostly don't want to play anymore. They say they're too old for it. They just want to be soldiers now. Except Rex, he's still cool. We're gonna have more friends now. Oh! Oh no, Mars is gonna be totally interested in this kid. You approach Mars, who's deep in negotiations of some kind with Tangent. When Tang sees you over Mars's shoulder, she points and says your name. Thank you, forces of chance and chaos. Tang Mart is slipping away as Mars's attention turns to you. She's your problem now, Nomia. Mars pretends not to hear. Nomia, she exclaims, you're looking hideous today, darling. Luckily, I'm doing makeovers and fashion advice, free of charge. What's the catch? Mars smiles. No catch, she says smoothly. You just have to try on my new line of clothing and give me your honest opinion. Come with me, Mars says, directing you to her room. I've been working on these designs for weeks. They're fresh off the printer and I'm dying to see how they look on a regular person like yourself. Mars's room is a riot of sparkling fabric. My first fashion line is all about dressing for the seasons of autumn, Mars says as she ushers you inside. Yellow and angular for dust, airy and pink for pollen, stuff like that. If we ever make it back to Earth, I want to be known as the visionary who brought Batumna home. People on Earth won't care about Batumna. Yeah, Mars doesn't care about Batumna. She wants to go back to Earth, and I don't like that. Mars considers this. You know, you're probably right. Why wallow in how burrowing this world is? Still, it's not bad to start with what you know, she concludes. There's no reason we can't prototype and iterate. I was ecstatic when you named Soul Nomia. Shut up! Mars indicates a pile of outfits on her bed. Well, what are you waiting for? Chop chop! You try on outfit after outfit, letting Mars scrutinize your silhouette and bearing. She seems genuinely focused on how the clothing performs. Finally, you finish trying on all the outfits. I think the glow jumpsuit is the winner. Go ahead and put it back on, Mars instructs. Then we'll do your hair and makeup. You sit on bed as Mars pulls out her box of cosmetics. A day look, she asks, or something more bold for nighttime. Something flashy. Mars smiles at you with all of her perfect teeth. Someone after my own heart. Listen, if you're gonna dress me up, Mars does your makeup efficiently, then pulls out a bottle of bright blue nail polish. One more thing and the look is complete. Mars painted nails, humming tunelessly while she works. And voila, she says when you're done. I'm not flirting with Mars. Mars is on my shit list still. Mars smiles and caps off the bottle of nail polish. And informative, I hope. Blue is definitely your color. Who are you? Colony's full of new people. Everywhere you look, you see a stranger. It's disorienting after growing up in a closed spaceship. You never expected to meet any other humans that weren't made here on Batumna. You bump straight into one of these new people. Oh no, it's a dog person! Rex? Your name is even Rex? He laughs and holds you steady, brushing the imaginary dust off of you and giving you a wide fanged smile. Hey, it's one of the kids from the Heliopause. You think his name is Rex. Hey, I'm Nomia. Welcome to Batumna. You stick out your hand and shake his, and he laughs. You notice he's wiggling his dog ears. They can really move independently. Pleased to meet you, he says. I'm Rex, and I love to shake a paw. I know tons of tricks, he winks. Oh my god, this kid is really leaning into it. Oh my god, I can immediately start flirting with him. Also, this, you can't escape it. We got furries now. Rex puts his hand against his cheek, looking cute and lost. Hey, since I'm new here, do you think you could help me find the construction yard? I thought I might apply for a job there. I'll take you there. You welcome over to command. Everything's moved around since the Heliopause landed, but the construction yard is still in command where it always was. At the entrance, you meet Mars, filing her nails and looking like she's waiting for somebody. Why, hello, cutie. Oh no. She says to Rex, where did she come from? Mars. Mars. He looks her up and down and grins. I'm just an angel who fell from the sky, darling. Stop using angel and darling. That's me. You try not to gag as the two of them flirt. You give a loud ahem, point Rex towards the construction yard. He looks back at Mars over his shoulder and winks as he leaves. Ew. Okay, you two. Free me. Just stands at the mouth of the drainage sewer higher, his arms crossed as he studies it from the outside. Do you think they got in this way? He asks. It's a great father in. I haven't gone in there to check yet. I've tried giving him all these things. I don't know what you want, Dis. Father and mother, they both have things to say to me. Hey, my little tomato. Your dad's voice rings out across the fields, hale and hearty. You don't have it in yourself to be embarrassed, not during pollen. Oh, it is pollen right now. I've helped him. You don't have... Not with the memory of him struggling to breathe so fresh in your mind. Are you coming back to check on your old man? He teases you. He takes a deep breath, holds it, and lets it all out comfortably. I'm doing great. No congestion, no sneezing, and I definitely don't want to take a hike outside the walls. Your dad pulls into a big hug, ruffling your hair. He smells like sunshine and dirt and sweat, and you've never been so happy to breathe it all in. He's alive. Rex is easy to get friendship up with because the gift is obvious and he's a special interaction. Do we give him logs? Does he chase sticks? Dallas, does he chase sticks? You can tell me, it's okay. I'm proud of you, he says. You can pull off miracles, kiddo. I love you, Dad. I'm so glad I saved him. We've barely seen your mum since the heliopause arrived. When you do, she looks frail, like all of her strength got used up last year and she's only just starting to recover. Except instead of relaxing, she's hard at work rebuilding the geoponics domes. It must be hard for her to shake the fear that it might happen again. Being able to load your tray full of the food at the canteen is still a luxury that you don't take for granted. Sometimes you make up a tiffin for your mum so she doesn't miss lunch. Oh, those little stalks I got. Yes. God damn it! I'll give him a stick. Do I have a stick on me right now? I do. I don't know if I would this sort of play. I'll give him one stick. But then I will never speak to him again. Nomia, she says, smiling as you approach. Is that lunch? I've been smelling the caramelized onions all morning. I can't wait. You deliver the tiffin into her grateful hands, and she cracks the lid and takes a big inhale. She smiles. You know, people used to give thanks before meals back here on Earth. I think I can understand why. I'm thankful you have food again. I'm just thankful you're here, Mom. She reaches over and ruffles your hair. You're a good kid, Nomia, she says. She looks at you a second, weighing whether to continue. I know we don't talk about it, but I know how hard you busted your butt back then, making sure the colony didn't starve. Aww. When you're fighting for your life, that's when you know the true measure of a person, she continues solemnly. I wish you didn't have to be tested at such a young age, but you really show what you're made of. I'm proud of you, kiddo. Wow. I found the shimmer cure and I stopped the famine. I'm so fucking good at this game, you can't even touch me. The colony's a lot bigger now, too. Is this the exit? The log. Is Utopia down here? Okay, that's the log. I'll give a mushroom log to Rex. Hugs incoming? Help Rex build something. Engineering. Rex hasn't gotten used to life on the surface yet. You remember your first year. The time does seem so enormous, so full of dangers and mysteries. Well, it still does, but the shock eventually wore off. Rex still has that slightly bewildered look on his face every time he walks outside and the sunlight hits his face. It's so bright and warm. Alright, here you go. Woo! Rex howls with happiness and takes the mushroom from you. Remember my birthday and brought me the perfect stick for my collection. Oh, it's his birthday? Well, that's convenient. Doggy ears. He likes sticks. Fantastic. Hi, Nem. Oh, Nem lost her brother. Nem is kicking a sports ball around listlessly. After a while, she picks it up and stares off into the distance of the colony walls. Yeah, Nem's not doing so good. Who are you? This new boy from the heliosphere is a couple years older than you. He's very handsome, but the missing arm gives him a heroic battle-scarred vibe. He stands tall and ready for action, even though it's a normal, boring day. The other recruits milling around the garrison give him a wide, respectful berth. He sees you staring and gives a curt nod. My name is Vase, Lieutenant Olivaceous, he says, considering you with a glint of challenge's eye. And you are... I'm just a kid. I've actually run this place. I'm a soldier like you. I'm into science. I'm an explorer. I'm a hard worker. I just want to have some fun before I die. His expression doesn't change. Is that right? He says, with the air of a boy who's hard to impress. Nice to meet you, Nomia. I hear it's been a rough couple of years for the colony. Lucky thing our heliopause came in along just in time. Just in time! So convenient! I don't trust you! He continues, don't worry, we have some of the best soldiers. The very best. We'll keep this colony safe. Are you one of those best soldiers? We weren't doing fine before the thing came. Train as a team, but Vase says, then clears his throat. Yes, I've won more of my fair share of zero-G judo matches and virtual riflery tournaments. Even completing against adults, he adds. I bet I could take you. Vase says doubtfully. Well, you're welcome to try. I hope to see you at self-defense classes. Okay, the garrison's under there now. Tang's over there. Sport ball is over here. Hi, Tang. Spot tangent leaning against the wall outside engineering. She's yawning, rubbing her eyes and staring off into space. She startles as you walk up. Oh, Nomia, I was just taking a short breath. Yawns are infectious. Join in and yawn too. Did you stay up all night too? She asks. I don't even remember when I slept last. It might have been a few days ago. You haven't slept in 2 days? More like 3, she replies, then pauses for another jaw-cracking yawn. But as I said, I'm tired. Even my enhanced body has limitations. The guy seems like a handful, right? You look at her quizzically. I don't need to sleep as much as other people. It's a genetic what's it, she says foggily. You know, a DNA enhancement. I guess sometimes even I forget to do it. I should set myself a reminder. Holo, add a schedule, sleeping nightly. 2300 for 3 hours. The Holo Palm emits a toner response. Turned it non-sleepily. That should do it, she murmurs. Her eyes are practically closed. Find her someplace to take a nap. Tang follows you obediently into the engineering wing, too tired to protest. You slip into medbay and grab a blanket and pillow off a shelf. By the time you return, Tang's already fallen asleep, curled up in an egg chair in the waiting area. You gently place the blanket over her, and she hums happily before going slack with much needed sleep. Cute! How's over here? Okay. I don't know what I want to do. I don't trust a lot of these new people. Maybe I think maybe I want to spend time with my parents. With all these new people around, I want to help out with my parents with what they're doing. Geoponics is abuzz with activity. Repairs to the domes are underway, the fields being replanted, and hydroponics for the heliopods being installed. Nomi has more interactions. Alright, I'll go see Nomi. She is just me, after all. Hi. Nomi's running around making pew-poo noises at things like they're shooting imaginary lasers, which is fitting because it's exactly what they're doing. Well, hey, Nomia, they say when they notice you watching. Do you want to play Laser Fable? It's so fun. Creativity. Oh my god, that art is so funny. Creativity 40. Yeah, I want to hang out. I want to hang out with my parents. I don't want to talk to these new people. I don't like them. Biology toughness. More toughness. Biology and organizing. I think I want to work on the farm. The colony is surrounded by tall walls that keep out most of the local exofauna, the keyword being most. You often report to work to find that entire row of corn has been ripped up and carried away in the night by something that can fly over the walls. All that's left in the morning is turn-up dirt and a dusting of iridescent powder. It happens so often that your mum has set up cameras to capture whatever it is in action. The next day you have your answer. Dorbs moths! Dorbs moths! Giant blue moths with wingspans almost as long as your outstretched arms. They can rip the corn right up from the ground. Wow, amazing, Cal says as you review the holovid. I didn't know Dorbs moths could do that. Dorbs moths are pretty cute in a bug-like sort of way. Fuzzy dog-like heads, pretty iridescent wings, long elegant whiskers. They'd be cuter if they went flying away with entire stalks of corn. You don't want to run the risk of accidentally poisoning your own crops, and Cal objects to trapping them. The most humane solution is to discourage them from stealing crops at all. You and Cal work up setting up scarecrows, but after a couple unsuccessful days you have to admit that you just don't know what scares these adorable little moths. What even eats them anyway? Guess I'm gonna have to find out! Cal puzzles over the security footage. They fly in from the north, especially around Quiet, he says. Maybe that's where their breeding ground is? If someone goes there, maybe we could figure out what kind of animal they're scared of. If they're plant eaters, something's gonna hunt them for food. If you figure it out, it'd be a big help towards securing the food supply. Okay. Okay. +2 bonus to straights. Okay. Oops. Like that. There we go. I mean... Okay. I think I do want to go explore. I want to go explore outside. Maybe I kind of want to give Nem a gift. Nem's not doing well. Let's go give Nem an egg. Nem loves eggs. She needs something. Hey Nem. You and Nem watch a unit of heliosurges jog by with a face in the lead. Do you see that guy, he says, when they're out of earshot? It's kind of hot, right? Nem, no. Don't fall in love with a fascist. He's weird. Nem gives you a little smile. Thanks, Nomia. This was Calm's favorite food, too. Aww. Nem, don't do it. Don't fall for it, Nem. Something there. Hi, Hop to it. At least you're still here. I've always got Hop to it to keep me sane. I think, yeah. I'm gonna go explore. I'm also thinking, like, roleplay wise, I think if I'm like Role-playing is like, I'm in this situation right now. I don't want to fucking be at the colony right now. I don't want to be around these people. I don't like them. I don't want to hang out with them. I want to leave. Okay. Do the map. Okay, do the bestiary. Ooh. Oh yeah! These guys! Your own Noandabite, Xenus Enthelanthus. Majestic undulate with a self-shaped underbite and a skull-shaped head, travels in large herds and enjoys basking in the sun. Okay, forage in the valley, perception and biology. That doesn't give me friendship with this. I want to hang out with this again. That's a respawned. Perception, animals, bravery, perception. I want more bravery. So it's just nearby, but it doesn't have the all events of respawn thing though. Biology. Let's survey the plains then. Oh, Nomi's here. Your first report for surveying duty. Nomi is here. It's their first day as a surveyor. They smile wildly when they see you, smiling exuberantly. Oh, you two know each other already? Utopia says, looking to you then Nomi. That'll make this easier. Nomi, I'd like you to keep an eye on Nomi while you're out there. Utopia continues. I'm going to assign you to the same Regis for the next little while, just to make sure they don't wander into a nest of snap bladders, okay? Yay, hooray! I like Nomi. Let's hang out. Nomi cheers and gives you a high five. I have to like Nomi because they're me. Self-love is important. As Utopia explains to Nomi and some other new Helio surveyors about the surveying tools, Nomi starts to get bored and wanders a little away from the group. You see it happening, but you are powerless to stop them from tripping and nearly landing into a nest of hot-by eggs. They're just about to crash into the delicate spun glass cocoon when Utopia materializes as if out of nowhere and scruffs them by the back of the collar. Nomi, pay attention! And Nomi giggles like they don't even realize the danger of being stampeded by upset hop-eyes beginning to gather around. Utopia ushers them back into the group before things can get trambly. Nomi asks a million questions about the eggs. Are they edible? Do they have hard shells or soft? What is the cocoon made out of? How long until they hatch? Oh no, they have ADHD. Utopia sighs. Just get out of here, you two, she says, before the cute little varmints turn ugly. Hey, Utopia. Chief Surveyor Utopia stops you and Dis near the depot. Feel that, she asks? You can feel kind of an ominous, distant thumping pulsing regularly through the ground. If you stand still, you can feel it vibrate up into your own body too, like a massive global pulse. Utopia says, taking a readout on her hollow palm. I reckon it's naturally occurring, she concludes, but it's giving me the willies all the same. You two better check it out. Mind you stick together and take readings on the way in case it's dangerous. You and Dis look at each other, excited. You follow the thumping, now an audible noise, growing louder, west until you've roughly triangulated its location. You know you're getting close, but it sounds like it's coming from all around you, and your instruments aren't precise enough to help. I've got crazy perception, baby! Let's go. I'm maxed out perception. Do this. 5, 6, 7, baby. Okay. Or I could try. That's 18. That's 14. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay, this. There we go. Super goal! Victorious! Okay. You find a machine, an ancient broken down machine like a small pyramid-shaped building made from some kind of dark stone or bone that looks almost like it grew that way. We have found... There was also that person, that tall mysterious person that we found and we've never seen again. But now there's machinery? Except it isn't broken. It's just so very old and overgrown it looks more like a pile of rubble and roots than a building or engine or whatever it was. Still, a thumping noise comes from inside it. The vibrations are strong here, making your guts feel weird. You don't notice it at first, but there's a curious path on the ground moving away from the machine. A line a half meter wide where the dirt is a little more worn and bare. It heads off in a straight line into the west, or coming from the west. Could animals have made this path, or the thumper itself? I don't have enough engineering, damn it! Marvel at it. You run your hand over its pitted, vibrating surface. How could something so unbelievably old still work? It's definitely not natural. You can even see something like writing carved deep into the not quite rock. It just starts making unts noises under his breath to the beat of the thumper. It's a pretty sick beat. Eventually, you head back to share your finding of Utopia. Totally an alien civilization, just insists. Utopia scratches her head. I suppose maybe, she says. You said it looks ancient, right? Perhaps there could have been another civ here long ago. You have found other signs, but nothing active like this. An obelisk? Exactly. Survey the ridge in expeditions. Ooh, it seems to be pointing west or something, or receiving something. She snaps her fingers. There's some ugly ridge lines out there, right out there. There's some right ugly ridge lines out there that have kept us from checking in that direction, but we've got gliders and motivation. That's half the battle. She makes a note in her hollow palm. I'll open up the resting ridges for surveyors, she says, and then grins. Whoo, say that 3 times fast. This is right, it's definitely aliens. Let's stick together out there. This is right, it's definitely aliens. Just not solemnly. I mean, like 100%, right? But I got a new place to explore. Come on up to it. What do we got here? Let's have a look for collectibles. I didn't go up this way. Oop! Root! Give me that. Okay, hi Hop-to-it. Look at how cute Hop-to-it is. I love my little guy. Oh, these guys. Can I just walk past? Yes, I can. You're right, Dallas. I can't just walk past those. Ooh! Exclamation point. You're surveying some weird algae bloom when it starts to get dark. You pack up for the day and begin to head back to base when you see a cloud of daubs moths fluttering overhead. Oh, this is what I was looking for! Them! I actually did come out. I don't think I said it out loud. But they did say that I should go look out for the daubs moths, like what the habitat is, so that is partially why I wanted to go survey. Them, the same villains that keep eating your crops, you decide to follow them. You creep silently after the daubs moths. They don't seem afraid of you or anything at all. The daubs moth eventually converge on a clearing where hundreds of them rest against stalks of giant fungal trees. The sound of their wings rubbing against each other is like music. The entire clearing glimmers with dust. It's so pretty, you stand there and watch for a few minutes. Suddenly, the piece of the clearing is broken by squeaking and chaos of flapping wings. The daubs moth all explode from their perches, sending clouds of choking dust into the air. Through the dust, you can see a daubs moth locked in a vicious battle with a small creature. It's all over so quickly. You watch the creature cling to the daubs moth's back as it flails around, until it climbs up and rips the daubs moth's throat with its tiny vicious teeth. It's so cute though, look at it. Look at his silly little, it's like, ooh! More squeaking fills the clearing. From the trees descend an entire family of the things, and they set upon the corpse of the daubs moth like a kingly buffet. They hop around and hiss to each other, popping up like popcorn. The sound is incredible, like the screeching of a chair across the floor. The rest of the daubs moths have completely vanished. The cries of these tiny hunters must scare them off. How cool. Okay, you whip open your hollow palm and record the squeaking and chittering as they devour their meal. If you play this, it's bad to scare the daubs moths away from your fields too. You don't think you would have believed it if you hadn't seen it with your own eyes. These little things, you decide to call them bounce weasels, are like 1/5 the size of the daubs moth, and they're even more cute than the moths. You're pretty involved in recording the bounce weasels, so you don't notice another family of them moving into position over your head until it's too late. Like the daubs moth, you had the audacity to stand still for too long in their territory. You yelp as you're pelted by a hail of sharp-toothed creatures. Oh no! Okay, I got it. I totally got this. Adorable little angels of destruction, exactly. Okay. 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 Just 5. Okay, there we go. Can I get a super goal? Yes, I can. Victorious. There we go. You cover your head and neck, and the bounce weasels, well, bounce right off of you. Some of them cling to your jacket, nipping little holes into it, but when they can't get their teeth into you, they bounce away into the forest, chittering in anger. You can't wait to show Cal. The battle of cute versus cute. This plan is pretty cool. Plus now you have an idea of how to keep the moths from stealing your crops. Fantastic. Is there more stuff down this way? Another log. Gimme, gimme. I can't believe the little dog boy likes sticks. That's so stupid. He's literally just a little dog boy. You're really leaning into it too. Like, you're born with those genetic enhancements, and like, he didn't have to lean into the dog thing. He could have just had dog ears and been like, yeah, I just have dog ears, but I'm a normal kid. But instead he's like, no. No, I'm a dog person now. I do dog things. Like, what a choice to make. Strong choice. He merped. Hop to it merped. I don't know if you heard that on stream. It's a little quiet, but he merps. Oh. I found Nomi. Hi, Nomi. He and Nomi shouting for help nearby. Run over there. Sprint to the sound of distress. Nomi seems to have fallen headfirst in some kind of Nomi-sized flower. Is it eating them? It engulfed Nomi's upper torso, its petals pulsing as it pulls them down farther. You could use your Platypus cutter to cut them out of there if you can figure out what part of this creature to cut without hurting Nomi. Nomi is struggling and you hear muscle sound of distress from inside. You have to try. I mean, yes, I do. Okay. Not a great hand to start with. I'm actually gonna redraw a hand. Okay, that's better. Okay. Try this. Okay. Hang on. If I do that, ooh! Because if I add 2 to it, then it sets everything to become 6. This. I'm so smart. Okay. There we go. Super goal. There we go. Animals +2. Delicately slice the lyre flower at the underside at the base of its flower, which you guess is the creature's neck. Up close, it actually looks more reptilian than plant-like. Just a little nick and the creature coughs and convulses. Nomi spills forth in a flood of digested juices. Ew, 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 yuck, my outfit! Stupid flower! Nomi stomps and shakes their fist at the flower, which lurches away on a fat snake-like body. Well, probably shouldn't have gotten eaten by a flower if you didn't want to get covered in flower juice. That's just my hot take. My hot take is don't get eaten by flowers. Simply don't. Ooh, another exclamation point. You spot an enormous unfamiliar flower. Large waxy petals joined to form a basin brimming with goopy yellow gunk. The entire thing has a sticky melting look. The awful smell of the juice permeates the area like something died in there. Drink the goop! Drink it! No, don't drink it! If it's anything like a pitcher plant, then that's the goop that entices things to come eat it. Out of the nearby bushes starts rustling. Oh, another bush bub. It approaches the plant and dips an arm into it, bringing to its face and licking it. Then it sticks its head right in there and drinks. You try not to gag. Blah. After some long deep gulps, the bush bub wanders away looking slightly tipsy. Put your hand and feel around in there. Stress. Tentatively slip your hand a little ways in and feel around. Suddenly the plant contracts and sucks your arm into the elbow. This is exactly what happened to Nomi! You panic, expecting the sting of digestive juices, but it's just warm. Gross but oddly pleasant. There seems to be nothing else in there. You plant on your feet on either side of the flower and pull your arm out with a mighty slurp. Your hand smells awful, but it feels all tingly and kind of stronger. All your noise attracts a nearby bush bub. It comes scurrying out of the bush, growling and cackling at you. No! Hey! Drink it. I'm not gonna drink it. Ew. Oh, that card becomes 2. Oh. Then maybe do this. Okay. Try this. Eight, hell yeah. Here we get super goal. There we go. Victorious. Plus 3 animals. The funny creature rears up and stomps the ground intimidatingly, but reading its body language you realize it's just trying to move you away from the big flower. You back away slowly, talking softly to it. Good, bush pup. You can keep your gross sting flower. It's all yours, buddy. Keep exploring. Okay. Did I find... If I looked around everywhere? I think I have. I think I'll go until I reach max stress. Sure. I'll do some non-exclamation point quests now. One in this pond is slightly greener color than you're used to seeing. It smells sweet but kind of acidic too. The lake of pee. You could drink some if you want to test your stomach, but that's a bad idea. I don't want to drink pee. I'm not drinking pee. Maybe it would help increase stats or something, but I'm not drinking pee. I simply will not be. Bushbug blocking the path, lumbering slowly back and forth between a dense strand of gloop mushes, or whatever those plants are called, in a wide circular lake like it's on some kind of patrol. Growls a warning when you try to squeeze past it, so you back off, and look in its eyes, this one isn't letting you through easy. Find a route through its territory. Okay. Okay. $19, $20, okay. Sure love stressing myself out. Must be one of my favorite activities. Exactly, I love it. Okay. This 13. Okay. There we go, super goal again. Love to see it. Sneak through the... I don't even need more perception. Sneak through the gloop bushes, crawling under them so the bushbub doesn't see you. You nearly get stuck at one point of wonder, what if Disc has to come rescue you? That wouldn't be embarrassing. Okay. What are these? Drifts of snow, spark snow make this area hard to pass through. Your feet keep sinking into it and you have to work them through with every step. The only way here forward is through a especially deep area. Take a break and play in it. Make a snow buddy! Or at least you try. The tiny blue crystals don't pack together very well, and the stuff quickly melts from just the heat of your body. The acidic snow gives you a hot, scratchy rash between your fingers. You probably should have worn gloves. Yeah, but it was cute. You appraise your lumpy snow buddy. It looks a little sad. Maybe it just needs some accessories. With some twigs and grass and weird kind of jelly you find seeping out of the ground, you give your buddy antlers and fur. It looks kind of like a snow bush bub. Too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. Fantastic. Spent the month exploring. I think we're gonna relax this time. Might relax in geoponics and see if I can up my relationship with my hop eye some more. With hop to it. What if you need more perception? Yeah, what if I need more perception? Have I ever considered? Is everyone hanging out? It's a bigger area now. So it's it takes a little longer to do my rounds. See if anyone's interested in hanging out. Do you have 80 animals? I do have 80 animals! Oh, you have 80 animals. I have 80 animals. I can talk to my father. Father? Hey Sprout, your dad greets you. Lots of work to do, getting this flying umbrella off the ground again, but I always have time for you. He laughs and rubs his face. No one from the Helio understands anything about putting plants in the dirt. They're trying, though. Help them with the animals. Your dad is running some kind of test on the trippets. He's playing different chords and trying to see if they have language or just making indistinctive animal calls. You help him by holding up random objects and trying to determine if their sounds map to any understanding of what they're seeing. Testing on animals. Ooh. They're either saying kill all humans or linguini sports ball, your dad says, staring at the readout on his hollow palm. I just can't be sure. Need some time off. What are you doing with all these animals? I don't know. Hanging out? I feel like I've given all of these things to Dis and he doesn't care for any of them. Tangent. Haven't given the roots? I haven't? I'll try that. Does this interest you? Finally! You knew that, Dallas, because you were like, dislike the roots. I know he hasn't given him the roots because it would have tried giving him a hug. I would love to. But am I at with this? I'm at 58. Just lights light up when you see a gift. Whoa, he says, trying to take them for you with uncharacteristic delight. Are these pieces of jelly art, root network, or is it dormant butterfly bush? Where'd you find these? Okay. I still need to add my bravery so I can hang out with him more. But I got rid of my guys. There we go. Yeah, I need more bravery. I have another medicinal roots. What do you think Nomi would like? I'll try giving Nomi a gift. Do you think Nomi would like a baba fruit? I feel like they'll eat literally anything you put on in front of them. Do you want a baba fruit? Nomi looks a little surprised. You brought me a gift? They exclaimed. Like, just because? OMG, Nomia, thank you! Where's Tang? There you are. Okay, I wonder who would teach Professor Howell's class now, and Tang uses tapping her finger against her chin. Age is certainly no indicator of ability. Perhaps I may be called upon to share what I know. She tilts her head as if a thought has just come to her. Of course, it's such a shame he's gone. He's too cool, you're not brave enough to hang out with him. Yes. There we go. Just link to Tang. Okay. It's time to relax. I want to relax in the gardens to see if I can up my relationship with my little guy some more. And also I want to spend some more time with my parents. Relax in the park. Oh, the flowers here are so pretty. You'd never guess that they spent 20 years or more in stasis, just waiting for a chance to see sunlight again. Every time the adults talk about Earth, they mention how bad it was, how there was so much pollution and war, and it was so hot that barely anything grew anymore. But when you're here, smelling the gentle perfume of the flowers, you think Earth must have been beautiful before. Don't forget. Forget this one. Forget wondering. Late pollen, early dust. I kind of want to do this stream until we get to this year's glow, because I want, if nothing attacks this year, then I know for certain that the Helio people were doing it. Just the person I was hoping to see! Your dad jogs over with a sunny smile. Hey, you want to get your hands dirty? Well, more dirty? The survey teams are bringing a ton of animals we're working on domesticating, and we could use your help. You already know your way around a shovel, so I figured you wouldn't mind stopping by sometimes and giving your old man a hand, he says, pointing towards the animal paddocks. Cal is helping out too, so you have a friend to work with. And if you happen to be out with survey teams, keep an eye out for more animals to bring home. Sure thing. Dad smiles. Great, see you there. Tending animals at Geoponics. I do have a lot of animals. I have 80 animals now. Is anyone else hanging out? Ooh, flower. Hello? Idis. Okay, what's over here? You're still here. Nem's over here. Tang's over here. No one's there. I kind of want to do... Should I tend to the animals? I still want to stick with my parents. I still don't trust these people, so I'm like sticking by my parents and the people I know. Geoponics with the buzzard activity, yeah. Let's turn to the animals. What do we get from this? Animals and empathy! Oh, finally! I haven't had a good way to level up empathy for forever. So that'd be nice. Turn to animals. You meet your dad by the animal pens, fresh and ready for your first day at your new job. Your dad laughs at your clean clothes and your scrubbed face. Oh, Pumpkin, I'm sorry to tell you that you're a little overdressed for the position he juggles. You're gonna get dirtier and all heck today. Go and put on these overalls and let's get to work. You change and follow your dad to the float cow pens. He rubs their noses and points out their names. I know they're cute, but these ladies aren't pets, he says. They're livestock, and more than that, they're not really domesticated like our animals back on Earth. They're more like tame. Don't forget about the new area too. Oh, right, you're right, Dallas. We give all the animals lots of room to roam, and we feed them well. They're not going to get chased down and eaten by bigger animals, and we help them if they're sick. It's a pretty good deal, I think, but they're still pretty wild, he says. You got to be careful with them. He leans his elbows on the fence. We were pretty lucky that Vitumna has herd animals, he says. Makes it a little easier. Probably have real domestic animals in a couple hundred years. Well, kiddo, your dad says, spreading his arms. We've got all these animals. What do you want to learn about first? I want to learn about the float cows. Dad gestures at a herd of float cows. Here they are. Beautiful, aren't they? And pretty gross. You don't want to know how they make their milk, but I'll give you a hint. It's not dairy. It's piss. It's piss. He laughs at your wrinkled nose. It's not any weirder than what people used to drink cow's milk. I mean, who's the first guy who decided to do that? Figured out that if we keep feeding them what they'll be eating during pollen, they'll keep making milk year-round, he continues proudly. Makes them heavy enough that they don't flow away, otherwise we'd have to keep them on leads like balloons. Tell me about the bristle slugs. Oh yeah, we got a ton of them. They're great, slow and easy to catch, and real gentle. Don't let the spikes fool you. They're actually really cuddly and don't mind when you pet them. It actually helps them. In the wild, they'd be scratching up on all sorts of things to knock off those itchy berries. He scrunches up his nose. They're not really berries, they're more like eggs. Well, they like berries though because they're sweet, and you know what? Never mind. Vitumnan animals are pretty weird. Sugar bugs! Your dad takes you to a row of crates where the soft, squishy sugar bugs are all clumped together in the moist muck. These guys are pretty cool, he says, picking one up. It fits perfectly in his palm. They're a colony just like us, and if you tickle them, you get... He brushes his finger along top of the sugar bug, and a little jet of gooey stuff comes out. Sugar bug syrup, he says. Pretty neat, right? The trippets. No joke, we thought these guys were just plants for the first couple of years, your dad says. We transplanted them from the wild into the greenhouses, but I guess that was just a part of their life cycle, because it turns out they're sentient and can move around and stuff. We moved them out of the greenhouses and into the barns, but we don't really treat them differently. They just mostly sit there. Let's get started. Great, your dad says, clapping on the back. That's the kind of energy I want to see around here. We need someone to muck out the float cow stables. They might float, but their poop sure doesn't. He hands you a shovel. Have fun! I didn't want to say the thing about we shouldn't eat animals because we literally just went through a famine last year. I don't think it matters that much. Listen, we gotta eat. We simply have to eat. Ooh, hell yeah! Super goal, baby. Plus 8 animals? Holy shit! Vitumnalia Festival is a welcome day of normalcy in an otherwise chaotic year. Oh no, I don't know if I trust the Helio guys to treat the Vitumnalia Festival well. Chance for Helios and Stardust to come together and appreciate the bounty of the planet. At least that's what the adults say. As Governor Lum takes a stage to address the colony, you can't help but notice the crowd has segregated itself according to the ship of origin. Rex shoots you away from over on the Strato side, and Nomi makes a silly face. Face is surrounded by other young soldiers, all looking sharp in their Heliopause uniforms. With Dis standing behind you, you wonder if the two ships will ever feel like one colony. A fanfare plays over the square's announcement system. Lum's honor guard do a complex drill with their drone rifles. Greetings, people of Vitumna, Lum says, his voice ringing out over the square. We may be far from our beautiful Earth, but we can still celebrate and be thankful for what we have here. We've worked hard to save this beleaguered little colony from the brink of destruction, and we should be proud of our work. Helios cheer your side as the square is more quiet. I know some of you have been asking, Lum, how are you going to do it all by yourself? How are you going to run the colony, solve everyone's problems, and turn this planet into a paradise, and look this good? Lum strikes a post into a smattering of polite applause. Well, I have the answer for you, he continues. The old council made a lot of bad choices, like illegally leaving Earth, but I believe in second chances. So I've appointed the original department leads to my own council, Lum's Council 2.0. Better not disappoint me, he laughs and makes finger guns to the department heads at the foot of his podium. Stay on your toes, Stratos. I hate this guy. I also want to promise everyone here today that we're going to make Vitumna safe for humans, Lum says. The next time those bastard Xenos attack, we're going to blow them to so many little pieces that there won't be enough left to wipe our boots. We've already got the defenses, he says, gesturing broadly to new, taller, thicker walls, and we're building homes for everyone. Homes where people can raise children again, knowing that our military men and women are keeping us safe. Right, Nomi said that they didn't respect that Nomi was non-binary, right. Big cheers from both sides this time. Some of the colonists around you even had tears in their eyes, especially those who lost their family in the last attack. Lum goes on for a while, lionizing the heliopod's military strength and casting subtle digs at your failed colony experiment. Finally, the crowd disperses to set up the square for afternoon festivities, some traditional and some new. At the tables, Auntie Anne and the kids are setting out the spread for dinner. There's an unimaginable amount of food thanks to the heliopod's huge ration surplus, and the piles upon piles of xeno meat from the hunting parties for those who can stomach it. Anne is all smiles, clearly making an effort to move on as Lum mandated despite still mourning her lost son Com. But not even festive atmosphere can force a smile into Nem's face. Who do these helio jerks think they are? Right, Maz exclaims. This Lum guy is a tool. Did you hear what he said about us? How crass. Like, have some respect. Dis arrives, carrying a big tureen of stew. Now they're just taking over, and everyone is okay with this. The adults are bigger cowards than I thought. Maz looks at Dis in shock that they agree on something for once. The chime sounds to announce that the square is set up. The annual competitions. What do you choose this year? Oh! Xeno Wrangling, Talent Show, Trivia, Bake Off. I'm ditching. You head up to the wall where you find Dis. Oh, it's you, he says. The slightly cooler breeze coming from the forest gently tussles his hair. What do you want? I came to find you. You try to say it suggestively, but you aren't sure he understands. Oh, and just mumbles. He picks a loose thread on his sleeve, wiring a hole near the cuff of his thumb. Nearing cuff for his thumb. That's cool, I guess. By mutual silent agreement, you and Dis stake out places on the wall, comfortable distance apart. It's peaceful. This place sucks now, Dis says after a few minutes of silence. I can't believe we got taken over by a bunch of stupid soldiers and now everyone's down there, playing nice with them and pretending like they're going to help us. He looks out towards the wilderness. What's out there is bigger than their guns, I know it. After the festivities, the mood in the colony is a lot lighter. You see people smiling easier, and you often see mixed groups of Helios and Stratos socializing together. It feels like the first time people have actually let themselves relax. I don't trust these people, not even slightly. They're going to ruin the planet, just like they did on Earth. Okay. Cal waves at you as you enter the garden, leaning on his shovel. Hey Nomia, he calls, but his eyes look past you down to the path where Anemone is beating the absolute tar out of a training dummy. Her fierce battle cries echo across the colony, making Cal wince. She's been going totally hard lately, huh? He says, scratches his face, smearing dirt across his cheek. She asked me yesterday if I wanted to spar with her. She said it would be good for self-defense. Cal smiles sadly at the memory. I told her I don't want to fight. Not her, not a training dummy, and not anything on this planet. For real. I've never seen her get so mad at me. She called me a baby and told me I'm just going to end up forcing everyone to protect me because I'm weak or helpless or whatever. He seems upset, stabs the ground a few times with his shovel. I just don't think it's fight to right anyone, especially the Xenos. They were here first, he says. What do you think, Nomia? Sometimes you don't have a choice. Jeez, you sound like an adult, Cal grumps. They always tell us to see both sides of the argument, but I tried and he shrugs. I just think if you have to hurt someone to get what you need, you don't deserve to have it. If your life depends on it, your loved ones are in danger, you're really hungry, they attack you first. What if your life depends on it? How is that fair? Their life depends on it too, Cal retorts. You can't just decide that you get to live and they don't. Yeah, I can see your point. I'm glad you think so too. Sometimes I think about the Xeno I had to kill the first time they attacked. Like, obviously I'm glad I'm alive, duh, but now it's dead. So I go back to Nem. She stopped sparring with the training dummies, looking up at the gardens as she has to drink. Neither she or Cal wave at each other. It was an accident. I didn't mean to kill it, Cal continues quietly. It just happened. I wish I could tell it I'm sorry. Cal clenches his fist. There's gotta be a way to figure out how to live in peace with all the cool things that live on this planet, he says. Like, hey, look at this weed I saw growing over there. Cal has strong convictions. It's one of the things you like best about him, even if when people disagree with them. Oh. So my card upgraded? Learned Cal more? What does that mean? Just more? I just learned more about him? Oh. Those things? I don't have those for anything else. So, I can see. Oh, I can see where he is on these little thingies. Oh. Spend a few hours with Cal in the garden as he shows off the area that he's getting ready for the next planting season. The adults are really starting to trust him with more planning as he gets older, and he beams with pride. When you finally head out, you're just as dirty as he is, but you feel so much lighter. Intriguing. This over here. Oh. You leave the front gate and see Dis talking to one of the senior surveyors. He listens intently to their instructions and the surveyor hands him a satchel of instruments and claps him on the shoulder before walking away. Dis turns to you. Hey Nomia, he says. He yanks a satchel on his shoulder and gives you a shy smile. Still kind of weird to be allowed outside the walls. What's that? A secret. Oh. Remember when we used to sneak out? His eyes crinkle at the corners. It was so easy to avoid Chief Surveyor Tonin, he says wistfully. He ducks his head. Too bad he's dead. He was really nice to me. What's the weirdest thing you've seen? Just looks up at the sky with a thoughtful look. There's this big rock in the western ridges that's almost totally flat on top. When I get near it, it makes me feel happy. He smiles. It's so strange, and it's really hard to leave. First time I went there, I laid on top of it for so long I almost missed the transport back. I know it's my job, but I haven't told anyone yet. He says, I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like it wants to be kept a secret. I'm trying to flirt with Dis. An isolated place that makes you feel good? Yeah. Dis blinks at you like thought hadn't truly crossed his mind. He frowns. I guess, he says, as if the words taste bad in his mouth. Dis looks pretty busy, so you say goodbye to him. Is he not interested in romance? Damn it. Rebellion. Adventurous homebody, controlled wild. Oh, so they're different. Are there other people hanging around that I can talk to? What's Nem up to? Is she out here? I'm gonna leave Nem to her own devices. She seems like she's going through it a bit. You know what? Is there more stuff in the supply depot now? Maybe. I haven't checked recently. Is this where the supply depot is? Yeah, it is. Oh, Maz is up here. Maz is working the depot today. You find her sitting on top pile of boxes, drumming her feet against them as she flips dismissively through a magazine on her hollow palm. Every so often she snorts something she's read and rolls her eyes. Oh hey Nomia, she says as you approach. Would you rather have a really bad body odor for a whole day or have to spend the whole day naked? Bad body odor, I guess? Maz pulls a face. Really? You do but you, I suppose. At least being naked isn't gonna bother other people. I'm reading some of the teen magazines from Old Earth, Maz says. You know, like fashion and makeup and dating and stuff. She turns to a new page and reads aloud. Don't be afraid to use green concealer. You may look like the Wicked Witch at first, but don't click your heels and go home. Stick with it and be on that yellow brickwork to clear, beautiful skin. Maz lifts incredulously. What does that even mean? Papa taught me to put on makeup because I wanted to be pretty like him, Maz says. But I was never like, cover up your blemishes, make your nose smaller, hide your skunky pores. That's all they ever talk about in these things. It's like, was Earth fashion really about making everyone look as small as possible? What's wrong with them? Maz gestures to herself. I was the biggest kid in the whole time we were growing up, and I've always been gorgeous. And that's not just my genetic enhancement talking. You're so right. Sometimes I feel like they should have just made everyone able to feel shame. Oh, that's her argument? She can't feel shame? Weird, okay. Maz tosses her hair over her shoulder. If people don't like me, they can flick off. I literally don't care what they think. Maz pats the box next to her, and you climb up and sit by her side. The dating advice in these things is pretty good, though, she says, flipping through a few pages. Like my dad's taught me about reproduction and stuff, but they get so squicked out when I ask how you actually get someone to have sex with you. She rolls her eyes. Teenagers on Earth were apparently very worried about getting boys to like them, Maz says. Like, look at this quiz. Tell 10 ways to tell if he's super into you. Maz smirks and angles her hollow screen away from you. Ooh, let's see how into me you are, Nomia. First question, do you have any cute names for me? No? That's fair, Maz says. I don't have any for you. Second question, do you get nervous around me? Well, I mean, sometimes. Maz gently prods you with her elbow. No, really? She exclaims. Well, I guess it's understandable. This question, do you go out of your way to see me? No, we just talk because you're there. Huh, Maz says thoughtfully. So what you're saying is every time you do see me, you feel compelled to talk to me? I can work with that. Maz makes this frustrated noise and dismisses her hollow screen. This is so wimpy, she groans. What's wrong with Earth teens? If you want to know if someone likes you, just ask them. It's easy if you're not a coward. True! Maz turns to you and leans in, bracketing your legs with her arms. You smell her body lotion, light and floral, and feel the heat of her chest against your arm. She pouts and looks at you through her lashes. What about it, Nomia? Do you like me? We're just friends. Mars doesn't even look disappointed. She leans back and brushes her hand down the sleeve. I don't want to tell her that I like this. As if she dusting you off. See, it's just that easy, she says breezily. Okay. I really need to get my bravery up, and I don't know how, really. Alright, we gotta go outside, because there's the new area to explore. Look at her more. Oh, right. Yes, we do. Rebellion, loyalty, quiet, outspoken. Socialist capitalist? Oh no. Let's all go over to the socialist thing. Let's all do that, please. Okay, let's see if we can go to the new area. Survey the ridge, that's where it is. Perception engineering. Let's go. Ooh. Oh, look at these guys. Spiky little eyeball guys. Hi, Utopia. Your only way to the wrestling ridges is by glider, part vehicle, part kite, and all adrenaline. You land on the rocky, broken up spine of the nearest ridge and nearly fall over when you look down the plummeting slope into the basin below. You are a long way up. Dis and Utopia glide in beside you. Woo! Utopia exclaims. You handled that glider like a champ, Dis. You too, Nomia. She peers down the slope of the ridge. A lot more exciting than the swamps, right? I want you two to stick together out here. It's dangerous in those ancient Convergent Domain ruins. Convergent Domain? Ruins? You look around. The landscape is nothing like you've ever seen before. Dry, cracked soil gives way to steep cliffs, and what little vegetation here is brittle and sharp. You can feel the dry air wick away the moisture in your lips. What the heck is that? Stop flirting with Utopia. How old is Utopia? 28. Stop it! Glowing thing on the ground? Oh. Pointed out, Utopia gives it a nudge with her foot. Beats me, she says. You unearth the object. It's pulsing with light and warm to the touch. Strange device. Hold up, Utopia says. Don't go picking things up, Nomia. Could be radioactive, you know. Utopia waves her hollow palm crystal over it, then checks her interface. Only a little, she concludes. Whatever it is, it looks old, like thousands of years old. I've been digging up glowing gadgets all over this region, but got no clue what they're for. You hang on to that one. Maybe you'll figure it out. Okay, what is that? Crystal stuff way down below. All those, Utopia says, pointing to a crystal formation so densely packed into the ravine that it looks like a sparkling river. More outcroppings of crystals decorate the slopes. They're all over the place. Be careful with them. Not sure if they're animal, vegetable, or mineral. She points off into the distance. There's a big island of them over there, like a glacier. Covers the whole damn place. Might be related to the Convergent Domain, but we ain't sure yet. It's that stone structure in the distance. Stop! I'm not gonna flirt with Utopia. Well, there are buildings here, Utopia says. Traces of them anyway. Maybe 10, 20,000 years old. We sure didn't put them there. Just lights up at the prospect of doing alien archaeology. We've checked them out, but not thoroughly. Mostly just trying to get a feel for who lived there. But why aren't they here no more? Based on some glyphs, we've started calling them the Convergent Domain. Whoever they were, they built things to last, Utopia admires. They ain't just arrowheads and cave paintings. There's real architecture, machines even. What? Wait, what? Tell me more! I wish I had more to tell you, Utopia says. Most everything we found poses new questions. The structures read more organic than everything, so does that mean the genotech was super advanced? As for this place, we think it was some kind of solar network for them, she says, squinting up into the two suns. Looking at it from above, you can see these big vines traveling up and down the ridges, like power lines, and there's hardly any plant life elsewhere, like they soaked up all the energy and made it into a desert. But what they use that energy for, she says, and if there was a civilization so big and so advanced in Autumna, why can't we find more traces of it? Where are the cities? What are them thumpers for? And what happened to them all? She's right, that's a lot of questions. Maybe you can help find some answers. So anyway, those ruins are the main thing we need you to survey while you're out here, Utopia says, but keep an eye out for anything else weird. Utopia claps the dust off her hands. Well, my job here is done. You're all set, kid. Try not to fall off a cliff. Jiff jumps back on his glider too. As usual, he's going to scout on ahead and you'll catch up with you later. Okay, come on, hop to it. Let's hop to it, haha. Damn. I'm gonna try to ooh, more of these. What is this strange device? I'm gonna try and look around and just interact with the exclamation points first. Just have a look for collectibles and exclamation points. That's what we're looking for. Okay. A little crystal. even go around that one? I can. A flower? Carefully pick a yellow flower. Oh. Ba 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 ba. Go over here. I want another strange device. What is this strange device? Oh, I could have just gone around there. Ba ba. No exclamation points yet. Are there any exclamation points? Gonna have a look. Also, I'm a bit lost. I don't quite know where I'm going. Are we back at the start? I don't know. Oh. There's a start. Interact with another one of these. Find your pathway blocked by a massive wall. No, a hollow pillar knocked over and lying on its side in the sand. It's absolutely massive. It stretches to your left and right at least a kilometer in each direction, though at some points it's crumbled enough that you could lightly scale over it. Check it out. Engineering challenge. I do need more engineering. 69, damn! Okay. Can I add +1 to something? No. Okay. I need 23, okay. And do this and this. There we go, okay. First collectible use is free, oh! Try this. There we go. Look at that! Would you look at that? +1 to engineering. Okay, just looks giddy as you follow the pillar to its base. A large pyramid almost entirely lost under the sand. You brush away some of the sand and find that the pyramid is inscribed on all sides with pictures of, well, wormholes, you think. This pillar must have once stretched up into the sky. Maybe it was some kind of observatory, or a sacred building, or a monument to the wormhole. Mysterious! Wow. Yellow flower. Go this way. Damn, I'm really getting lost. I really don't know where I'm going, but that's okay. If you ask me to retrace my steps, I will not be able to, because I don't know where I am. Did I come this way? No, because there's a new collectible here. My phone's going off. Oh, because it's medicine time! I haven't streamed this late in a while, so I haven't had to take medicine on stream in forever. Guys, it's medicine time! I get it! Don't mind my vtuber freaking out. Why can't I screw this cap back on? Slip back on. There we go. Medicine taken. Let's continue. There we go. There's a yellow exclamation point. Finally. Expeditions have been collecting energy readings from this area, tracing the invisible ley lines of power like the one from the thumper that brought you here in the first place. They pointed you to this cave. An excess of power at the convergence of many lines. You can feel the energy is different here, like a barely perceivable hum that prickles up the back of your neck, like something is watching you. Okay. Hang on, I stood up and now my heart is racing because I have disordered Nomia. It's likely that this was some sort of important place for the convergent domain, Utopia says, leaning on her glider. I sent teams through, but it gets mighty tight in there. I'm hoping you and Dis might have better luck wiggling in there, she continues. Might be the caves inside open up again, and if they do, take plenty of readings and report back to me. Dis is vibrating beside you on the nearly same frequency as the weird power fluctuations. This is the real deal, he whispers, mostly to himself. Utopia nods and leads you to it. Prep your caving equipment. You get headlamps, a little recording drone with a floodlight attachment, a tiny buzzing flying thing that circles around your head and sometimes illuminates what you want to look at. It's intelligence, which just means it won't do what you want. I'm just bad at its annoyance. Okay, Utopia's also left you an anti-grav belt with a warning to practice extreme cautious when splunking down there. They make you lighter so you can climb more easily and won't hurt yourself as much as you fall. Enter the cave. Let's go! Woo! The narrow entrance leads to a bigger room that animals have clearly used as a den. It's enormous, with glowing mushrooms on the walls and piles of bones in some crevices. In some places, the walls are made of iridescent convergent domain obsidian, like this was once a great hall millennia ago. You feel a cool breeze coming from somewhere, but it'll be tricky to find in the dark. I can see so well! I have max perception. You can't touch my perception. Okay. Okay. 90! Oof. Go to this one. Okay. I might redraw. Okay. Struggling a little bit. Okay. Hi. Okay, definitely need more. Okay. Let's do the card. I might just try redrawing a hand. Okay. 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 Log and push through. That's 5, 6, 7, 8 now. I just need 4 more. I think I might push through with 20 with the rest of it. I'm gonna push through with this. Okay. Victorious. Okay. I'm still pretty low stress. You find the source of the breeze by tossing some fine sand into the air and watching which way the dust blows. It's a very tight crack. Good thing you and Dis are so small. You squeeze through and have to shimmy along your bellies for about 10 meters, pushing your gear ahead of you. It's uncomfortable, but Dis's excitement draws you on. Okay. Past the crack, there are fewer signs of animals. The walls are smooth, grown obsidian, which has a kind of melted rainbow oil slick look to it. There are deeply carved glyphs on the walls at various intersections, like room designations or street names, you wonder. Other kinds of basins, alcove grown into the rock, full of odd protrusions, all ancient and worn and inexplicable now. It feels homey, you come to realize. The convergent domain must have lived underground. That's why there are so few ruins on the surface. As you follow the cave complex down, it's clear this used to be a well-traveled path. The corridors branching off to other places are now blocked off, as if a big earthquake has rattled this whole area. Only this one main path is still clear. It's too convenient to be a coincidence. The floor of this cave slopes down like a slide and is quite slippery. Pay attention to your footing. You follow the cave system down, 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 all the way to what must be the bottom of the cliffs. You have to climb down a 3-story wall in the last section, and are grateful your anti-grav belt for making it easier. You're still tired though. You can see dim light below. Daylight? You emerge into a hidden valley totally surrounded by tall cliffs. Did you just come down all that way? You're surrounded by the ruins of convergent domain buildings in much better condition than the wind-swept ones on the surface. It's still perfectly still here, and as quiet as the space itself. What was this? Just whispers reverently. Some sort of converger facility? And it feels so familiar. You remember this place from your dreams, and feel a fobbing sense of importance that this is a bit unnerving. Something momentous happened to you here, or will happen to you someday. You poke around a little, then call Utopia and give her your coordinates. She swings down on her glider, with extra ones for you and Dith tethered behind it. You're happy you won't have to climb all the way back up. She whistles. Great find, kids. This place didn't show up on any of our aerial scans. Took me a while to find a route in. You look bushed. What? You look bushed, she says. I'll stick around to get some readings, but you head on back to the depot and get some rest. Don't worry, I'm gonna push on without you. I'm gonna keep exploring. Damn. Oh, Dis is over there. How do I get to him? How do I get over there is a great question. Go up here and over here, perhaps? This way? Here he is. Just an entirely different person when he's outside the colony walls. Without people constantly trying to correct his asocial behavior, it's like he's blossomed into someone who's actually confident. The more time you spend with him out here, the more glimpses you catch of the real Dis. But you can't do this, he says, jumping off a huge boulder and doing a cool roll at the end. Wait, no, but you can't do it with your eyes closed. I can. You and Dis cavort around, daring each other to do more and more dangerous things. Dis isn't scared of anything. You think you see something up one of the plateaus above you. The cliffside is covered in convenient vines. What does the title of the stream say? We're trying so hard. We've already kissed once. Just goes pale. What? No, that's not the same, he exclaims. You're cheating. Might find something that this is really scared of. He says you pick a real dare. Dead is to receive extra point. Come on! You're off before you even finish the sentence, just hollering, no fair, as you leave him in the dust. The two of you run on and continue your day. Damn. I'm trying. Fellas, I'm trying. I don't think there's... I think maybe that's... all the yellow exclamation points. I couldn't see another. And I'm getting a bit lost around here, so maybe I'll start doing some of these. Investigate a weird squeaking noise, eventually following it to the source. A whole swarm of bounce weasels are gathered on the cliff above you. Watch as they throw their tiny bodies off the edge, plummeting past you and out of sight. They scream and screech in excitement. Okay, weird. Get close to investigate. You pick your way down the slope and find a second herd of miraculously unharmed weasels at the bottom. As you watch them, one lands on your head and squeaking indignantly goes to rejoin the rest of its kin. Ouch! Reaning bounce weasels! You hear the flapping of wings and look up. A whole colony of pink and orange dorps moth cling to the rock overhead, neatly camouflaged. As the squealing of the weasels above reaches a fever pitch, the dorps moth restlessly take off from the cliff and flutter around. You watch as one of the little creatures pitches off the edge of the cliff and lands square on the dorps moth's back, sending them both plummeting to the bottom. As the large moth crashes fatally into the ground, the weasel curls its body and bounces harmlessly away, then scurries back to feed on its prey. You record the screeching in a holoplum. What a noise! Ba-ba. Dead end over here. Come on, hop to it. Over this way. Oh, that's also a dead end. Go around this way. Investigate this. Walking down along a ridgeline when your foot knocks some rocks down the slope. You anticipate a familiar clatter as they plunge into the cabin, but realize it's just silent, the wind. You peer down the slope. Nothing's falling. Wait, the rocks you just lodged with your foot are just floating. You take a step forward and realize you feel lighter too, like you've taken off your mountaineering gear. You take another step forward and it's a struggle to keep your foot on the ground. With one more step forward, you realize it's possible to take both feet off the ground. You're floating. You nudge your foot and let the momentum float you a few feet, feeling more untethered by gravity the farther forward you go. The ridgeline is narrow, with steep drop on either side. There's no way around this strange anti-gravity field, and if you fall out of it, you might plummet into the chasm. Fuck it, man. Bravery challenge. Ooh. Okay. Okay. 16, okay. Okay. There we go. Super goal. There we go. +1 bravery. I'm getting my bravery up finally. Oh, 20 stress. Ooh. Float forward, allowing yourself to rise higher and higher until you're able to swim and tumble through the air with ease. Woo! Wow! You're totally weightless. You float over a shiny, lumpy rock jutting up from the spine of the ridge. As you pass over it, you feel gravity gently to begin to embrace you again, pulling you back down. Your feet touch the ground again on the other side, and your legs immediately give out. What a rush! You mark the location on your map for other surveyors. Absolutely insane. God, I'd be so terrified. Okay. Also, I'm getting the feeling that Diz might be asexual or aromantic. Maybe he's just nervous because he's a teenager, but but what if I'm trying to pursue him and then he's just not into it at all? That'll make me sad. But also, I will respect him, because same. Scaling a huge rock plateau when you're suddenly overcome with an incredible feeling of peace. You never felt anything like this. You literally feel lighter, like all of your troubles have been lifted away. Feeling stronger when you touch the rocky surface and you realize it's radiating from the rock. And Diz is here. Oh, this is the rock he was talking about! Diz is sunning himself on top of the rock, stripped down to his shirt. He looks up from your shadow. He looks up as your shadow falls over him. Oh, he says slowly, you found it too, huh? This must be the place Diz told you about, his favorite place on the planet, the rock that makes him feel happy. You know how he feels now. He shades his eyes from the sun as he looks up at you. I haven't told anyone about this place except you. That's how they get you, you know. Once they know you love something, they can use it to control you. That's deep. I'm 15, that's deep. Just drugs. She doesn't seem to care if you're making fun of him or not. Must be the power of the rock. Going to keep it a secret though, right? Just us. I don't want this place dug up and studied. It'll ruin it. He scowls. People always ruin things, especially researchers. Some things you don't need to understand. Okay, it's our secret. You do take a few readings though, just because. All data is important. You mark down the location but fudge the coordinates so anyone they send it afterwards will get lost. You wonder if the rock is natural. Animals seem to really like it. As you take your readings, watch a swarm of dorp's moth basking on the rock as well, just like this. Then you lie down on the rock beside this. Let the strange magic fill you with an incredible sense of peace, love, unity with the universe. Wow. You haven't been down into the deepest crevices of the ridges, where the crystals glow thick and the air is stagnant and dead. It's already sweltering on the ridges, but in the chasms you can see the heat warping the air almost like it's a permanent fog. Utopia says the air is so thick and still that you can't even use your glider down there. At least one thing that survives the haze though. While you take a break for lunch one day, you can see flickers of silver dart in and out of the fog, like ripples of light on a lake. As you unpack your tiffin box, the silver flashes come up from the fog and begin to surround you. They're animals, eyeless, almost translucent creatures about the length of your arm, trailing meters-long tentacles behind them. Their mournful hooting is magical and strange. You look them up in your holopalm. Oh, air squid babies! Wait, air squid are predators. Well. Try that. 70, damn, these challenges are getting tough. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6, there we go. 24. But if I did this, alter red cards. Oh, so if I change it to blue, then it won't be that anymore. Okay. I wanna get this good. go. That's good enough. Okay. No skill changes. Okay. Duck behind some roots and keep perfectly still as the creepy creatures float around and past you. They don't seem to be hunting for food. They must be on their way somewhere. Until they suddenly turn back and zero in on your location. You find yourself surrounded by curious baby air squid as their tentacles begin to pass over the ground, looking for you. You're not gonna get eaten today. You leave your tiffin and bolt, paying no heed to the noise you're making as the rocks clatter down the side of the chasm. So you run. Oh! You swear right, you run it right past someone. Where did he come from? Behind you, you think you hear him make a low hooting noise. The time you realize the air squid are no longer chasing you, he's gone. It's you, motherfucker! Who are you? Who is that motherfucker? Who is he? I'm suspicious. Just click over there. No. It won't auto guide me somewhere. I have to look around. Is there any reason not to just explore until you reach max stress? Is there a reason not to do that? Because I kind of just explore until my stress matches out and it forces me to go home. What's this here? Path ahead is blocked by a field of snaking vines and brambles. They're flowering, enormous happy blossoms swaying in the shimmering heat waves. You push through them, but your hollow palm beats a warning. A radiation warning! These flowers seem to be highly radioactive, far too radioactive for the mild shielding your suit provides. You might be able to pass through if you don't mind feeling the effects of radiation sickness until you can detox at a medbed. If it doesn't kill you outright, radiation is unpredictable. I'll take a sample. Snag a sample you can study later in geoponics. And I'll turn around. I won't deal with that. Radiation is no joke. But I'll take a little sample. Study in geoponics. Hi up to it. Okay. Where else can I go? Was that where I went? No, I went the other way. Trudging along when you're suddenly buffeted by a hot wind. Like a very hot wind. Lethally hot. The ridges are already baking, but all of a sudden it feels like you're trapped in a nuclear reactor. Your skin dries out and your lips begin to crack. Your eyeballs feel like sandpaper. Find the source. I'm so perceptive! Carefully take readings from a distance. Triangulate them and discover the source of the wind. A red sports ball-sized crystal emanator hidden in a small crevice. When you smash it, it doesn't shatter like a crystal. It looks almost as if it could have been organic. Was it some kind of defensive barrier? Yet another weird mystery of these ridges. Too worn out and tired to continue. Okay. Spent the month exploring. I'm gonna take a rest. And then I'm gonna analyze that little thingy. It said I could analyze it in geoponics. So I shall. I have these little strange devices. They don't have any bonus. I kind of want to give one to Tang. She know? Would she have anything to do with it? Just as a test, I kind of want to see. Maybe I'll find a use for it. Okay. So, okay. It doesn't do anything, but I will. Yeah, I need to take some time off. Nomi is doing a little dance. Okay, where should I relax? Geoponics. Maybe on the wall? Is this where I go to relax on the wall? Here? No, I think I relax on the wall by going to the garrison. I can relax here. That's friendship with this. Where am I with this? I'm in 63. I kind of want to relax just in my house. Where's my house? My home is the living quarters over here. Can I just relax inside here? Practice photophone. Oh! Excellent lodge. Friendship with Rex? No. I'm not hanging out with Rex. Let's sit on the walls. But I could spend more time with up to it. You know what? I'm not sure how much I can bond with Hop to it. But we'll see if I can bond even more with Hop to it. Relax in the park. Yes, one bond with Pet Hopeye. The garden is full of people from heliopause. They move around in clumps of 2 or 3, gasping in awe at every new flower. Helios is much faster than the stratospheric was, so they spent a lot less time and space to get here. Their memories Earth are much more fresh. Forget? No, I'm keeping both of those. Okay. Right, I wanna... Oh, father! Catch your parents muttering about the new governor and people from heliopause. Your mum seems to be upset. The word fascist casts your ear. Yeah, this might be your ask to answer some of the burning questions. Who are these new people? Dad looks startled and tries to muster a friendly smile. You overheard us talk, kiddo? Mom gives him a warning sideways glance. Listen, Nomia. He hesitates, looks around nervously as if he's afraid you're being watched. You're just going to have to trust us adults on this one. There are things you're still too young to understand. I'm not too young! Mom stiffens, but your dad motions to calm at her. I thought the same about myself once, he says gravely. I was wrong. Healers came here just like us, looking for a better life, he tells you. Some of them had other reasons too, but now they're here, we have to learn how to work together. When your mother and I were young on Earth, we learned a hard lesson. He gives a grim smile. We learned a lot of hard lessons. One was that it's safer to be led by one dangerous person than to be attacked by an army of them. He lets that sink in. Another was that sometimes when adults tell you not to worry, you should listen to them. Go on, enjoy your youth. He gestures towards the heliopause. Go get to know some of those new kids. I'm sure they'll find they're a lot like you. Before you can say another word, they're called back to work. There's still so much to be done to rebuild the farms into aquaponics greenhouses. And you can see people from the Helio helping your parents. Maybe they aren't all that bad. I don't trust them. Nomi's out here with this. Hi, Nomi. Running around making pee-pee noises. Ah, yes. She's still doing that. Okay. Nem's hanging out with this guy I don't trust. Tank going. Was it in geoponics or... this... Right, it was geoponics because I found the sample of a plant. Right. Let's go study the plant. I'm nearly maxed out in animals too, damn. Geoponics probably has the event. I think it's geoponics. I think that's what they said. Okay. Research xenobotany. Yeah, let's do that. Back in the lab, you've all the right equipment. You have to properly examine that radioactive plant you found. Yep. Maybe you can find a way to protect yourself from them so you don't need to drag a radiation-proof virus suit with you every time you go to that part of the planet. Radiation poison isn't the killer it used to be on Earth. With med beds, you can flush out deadly doses of radiation in a few hours. Ooh. It still make you really sick though, and high enough doses could kill you before you're even able to reach a med bed. How confident that you know how to protect yourself? My engineering isn't the best. Think I'll be okay? Take a careless approach to protecting yourself from the radiation. It can't be so bad that you won't be able to get to a med bed in time, right? Wear gloves and a face shield and get to work. Ooh. After a few hours, you start feeling dizzy. The dizziness quickly becomes nausea, and you're puking your guts out of a bucket. You have to admit that you're probably feeling the effects of radiation poisoning. Radiation poisoning? Who could predict that? You're not done with your experiment, though. Give up. I don't think you can handle any more radiation. Maybe you can come back again later after collecting more samples. Okay, yeah, I need to get my engineering properly. Okay. Try this. Here we go. Okay, 3 biology from 1 challenge. I need to get my engineering up. Maybe it's time to study engineering some more. I'd like to spend more time with Tang anyway. You guys doing stuff? Let's go study engineering. 1 engineering. Reasoning. It only gives me 1 engineering? Is there an easier way to get engineering? I got engineering from that place outside, didn't I? The ridges or whatever. That place gave me engineering, didn't it? It gave me 2 engineering. New boss event spawned. Alright, let's go do that then. The Western Wrestling Ridge, that's what it's called. New boss event spawned. I don't know what that means, but I'm a bit threatened by it. Okay. Would a boss event be marked by the yellow exclamation point? I'm sorry, I'll do it. I'm running a bit fast. Yes, okay. So I'll look for it. It's very easy to like get lost in this place, because it's kind of hard to see where paths lead to. Because you can never fully tell like which direction you're able to go when you go a certain way. Okay. Left still? Okay. I'll just go as left as I can. So that's a question mark. This little area that splits into 2. Okay, I'm kind of going backwards, that's okay. Going very right. I'm not sure I should be going this right. Left at the bottom, okay. I'm still mapping this area out in my head. It's very difficult to navigate. Oh, I'm back at the start. Can I go the other way from the start? No. Okay. That was pointless to go that way then. Okay, so I think it's this way and then you go down and then left, I think is how to get that way. Possibly. I think it's down this way. Then over here, down this way. The fact that Hop to It circled around made me feel like I went in a circle a bit. Okay, this is this fork. Okay, down this way. This is where this was. Can I go down more? Down more and left more. Here. Down here. Nothing here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Here it is. There you are. Topia has given you clearance to poke around the ruins in the secret valley. Stars, this place is neat. Just thinks so too. At least we didn't have to climb back down again, he mutters, but you can tell he's excited. Buildings are arranged in a spiral formation around a central point. They're made of that oil-slick obsidian, something that looks like petrified bone, and have parts missing where some other organic material has long since rotted away. It's all overgrown with vines and buried in shifting sands. You follow the spokes of the streets until you approach the center of the valley, where a large pyramid-shaped building sits surrounded by thumpers and a variety of other smaller buildings. Okay, take a look at the thumpers. The 4 thumpers are in careful alignment, forming a square with wide paths between them and the pyramid in the center. One is almost totally reduced to rubble, none is still active. Investigate the other buildings. Smaller, more deteriorated pyramid buildings dot around the valley, purposes unknown. There are also dozens of little obelisks, a couple meters wide with circular design on one side. You approach a random one on the edge of the valley. You lean on one of the round designs and the iris dilates open, sections grinding back like the world's rustiest automated door. Damn it! Now you're looking through a large round door into a small featureless room. Quite small, quite featureless, totally dark, very creepy. But you can hear a faint hum. Is it still powered? Damn it! Damn it! Nah. Follow the spokes to the streets? Okay. Check out the pyramid. Walk around the massive pyramid, but you don't see any entrance into it. It's sealed tight. God damn it! Do I have anything that ups my bravery? No! I can't do it right now? Damn it. I need more bravery. Okay. That's okay. I'll work on getting my bravery up and I'll come back. Brought the holophone up. Wait! Holophone doesn't up my bravery. That just helps cards. Quarters you can practice. Does the holophone up my bravery? Wait, does the holophone up my bravery? Because it makes me I'm bravely practicing a skill. You have to be brave to practice a skill. That's blocked at Bison Field. Okay. Oh right. Okay, I'll take another sample though. Turn around. Okay. I got another sample though. So I need to up my engineering and my bravery. I need 40 and it was 40 engineering and 30 bravery. Someone mark that down. I need those so I can continue on here. Okay. Continue over here. Absolutely massive creatures here. The giant snake giant snake dragons with thousands of legs and shimmering scales. They're so large that if one crosses your path, you're in for a wait. Which is exactly what you're doing. Gargantuan dragon has been slowly lumbering over this ridge for at least half an hour, its body disappearing into the heat haze of the chasms on both sides. Its feet slowly undulate across the cracked soil, making shushing noises and scattering balls in its wake. You hang around for ages waiting for the thing to pass, feeling yourself getting older by the minute. Ugh, you hate being stuck in traffic. Yeah, I need more bravery. Treated to a spectacular sight, an enormously long caterpillar dragon kind of creature, way off in the distance. Its thousands of legs and a kilometer of shimmering body snaking in and out of the haze at the bottom of the cavern. You watch it, it's terrifying. It's like a train. Take some readings. It's so far away, but you record its movements and coordinates and take a video for Utopia. Sun goes behind a cloud and you feel light splattering your brain. It sizzles to the dry, hot ground around you, providing a little relief from the heat of the day. Then you realize you don't see a single cloud in the sky ahead of you. It almost never rains in the western resting ridges. Plants here rely on nighttime dew for moisture. Look up. Herd of float cows are bobbing overhead like hot air balloons, drifting west in the prevailing winds. You've seen these creatures being milked in the colony's farms. During migration season, the helium sacs swell to make them lighter than air so they can travel safely great distances. You also host what they use for ballast. That wasn't rain at all, it was float cow piss! You try to dodge another shower, but it splatters down on you, soaking your head and shoulders. Ew, gross. At least the heat makes it evaporate quickly. I'm nearly maxed out on animals, though. I wanna head home now, because I don't want to be max stressed for the last month. Spent the month exploring.
Engineering. Yeah, I really need my engineering up. It's the last month before the glow. I actually need to pee really quickly, and then I'll come back. Alright. Let me put on my BRB. Right, BRB! Alright, I'm back. Yes, this the sports ball for bravery. And just as a twin, don't forget. What does that mean? What does that mean? I know this is a twin. What does that mean? Okay, wait, no, over here. It's his birthday. Wait, I don't know either of their birthdays. I feel like you, Dallas, know his birthday, but you don't know that I don't know his birthday. And you're implying that maybe right now is his birthday. Yep. Dallas. Yeah, I got you. Flux the razor a bit, but then shelled a slump. Did you give these to me because it's my birthday? Yes. I actually hate it when people make a big deal about my birthday. It's look, maybe you should just go do something nice for Tang. She actually likes the attention. Aww. Thought you knew Tang's birthday for some reason. No, I didn't. But I got you. I will give something to Tang though. Do I have another one of those herbs? No, I don't! Damn it. Oh, but I could go to the supply depot and see if I can buy a cake. She likes the attention, so maybe she'd like if I bought her a cake. Buy her a cake. Where's Tang? There she is. Okay. I don't know if my mother knew when I was born how convenient my genetic modification would be in times of crisis, Tang says, rubbing her eyes with her forearm so as not to contaminate her gloves. I can work 3 times as long as the other lab assistants with very little decline in cognitive function. I have a cake for you. You remember my birthday, she says, taking the cake and immediately setting it down on a side counter, far away from any specimens. I don't eat desserts, but it's the thought that counts. There you go. For you, Tang. My good friend. Okay. Let's see if I can practice this holophoner. It's 3 creativity, 1 bravery. It's only 1 bravery. I'm not a sports ball person, but I need bravery. And I also don't want to hang out with Nem while she's into this guy. I need more bravery. I'm not playing sports ball with them while she's into this guy. We'll play the holophoner. Also, is that a direct reference? Photophoner. I'm saying holophoner because that's the fucking thing from from Futurama. Friendship with Nomi Nomi. Okay. And I can have friendship with Nomi Nomi if I do this too. Let's do that. Photophono or phona is part flute and part paintbrush. You point the end of the phona in the direction you want to paint, blow into the other end, and it makes sound and draws holograms in midair. It comes with a funny earpiece that fits behind your ear and reads your thoughts. Well, not quite. More like it detects the electrical impulses in your head and draws those. You aren't really sure how to use it. This is the holophone from Futurama. This is literally just the holophone from Futurama. Well, instructional vids, organizing 10, ask a friend for help. Ask a friend for help. You look, but you can't find anyone else who plays the photophoner, like nobody in the whole colony. Mars tells you it's a dumb gimmick instrument, and the ones who on the depot shells literally have been there since the Strato left Earth over 20 years ago. You have better luck with the adults, but only barely. Aunt Anne smells when she sees you carrying the photophoner. Oh, those old things, she exclaims. I remember those. I took lessons as a kid, when they were popular for a hot minute on Earth. I could play Do Re Mi on it, but that's it. Never got to the picture part to work at all, honestly. Guess you're on your own. Fellow instructional vids. Great masters, or at least the people on these teaching vids who you notice are just sitting in their bedrooms like you, can create a whole animated scene. A lake, trees, a boat, a person on the boat fishing. You watch as the holographic image reels in something big, then a gigantic fish jumps up and swallows the boat, with dramatic music to match. You can do this no problem. Honk! You have a lot of beautiful ideas. What you get is a masterful honking noise and a pulsating tangled knot of sickly green light that quickly fades away. At this rate, you'll never be as good as the masters. That's discouraging. No, I'm gonna figure it out. You sit down and experiment with it. The photophoner is different for every person, so figuring out how to play it is a personal experience. You let your instincts guide you. You wish it was as simple as thinking tree and it paints a tree, or even blue and it paints blue. No, for you it's more like, well, if you think about food, it paints a lot of round bubble shapes. And if you think about something that makes you angry, it draws orange squiggles. Mostly your phono pictures have a lot of purple lines that dance around. You guess that's your personal style. Okay, actually, once you stop worrying about being good and just think about how it feels, it actually starts to feel fun. Last one. First collectible use is free. Okay. Radioactive plant. Try this. There we go. First collectible use is free. Try this. There we go. Plus 5 creativity. Damn. Oh, I'm 1 away from a thingy. Plus 1 bravery. Plus 1 kudos. And it's glow. Now, if nothing attacks this month, I'm gonna be really fucking pissed. Alright? I'm gonna be so pissed if nothing attacks this month. Obviously, I don't want anyone to be attacked, but you know. You know. Okay. No one's around. Hi, Dis. It's gonna make a difference. The soldiers, the walls, the explosives, they're gonna keep coming harder and harder until we're dead. Can I practice photophoner again? Fuck it. Practice more photophoner. Practicing the photophoner by watching tutorial videos and copying what you hear, but that's just one part of learning how to make music. It's time to write your own music. What kind of style do you use for your compositional debut? Something angry and spicy. Something peppy and fun. Something peppy and fun. You're gonna toot about. Friendship, obviously. Exciting of autumnus. You still can't believe you're here, composing a song. You sit down to compose your great work. You have a rudimentary grasp on notation, preferring a more instinctive spiritual approach to music, but slowly something begins to come together. Eventually you have, well, it's a piece of music at least. It's not quite as miraculous as what the experts can produce, but it's not bad either. Solidly middle of the road. You'll play it for anyone who'll listen, and always get polite applause and encouragement to keep practicing. Okay. Okay. Ooh, super goal again. Let's go, baby. Oh, I'm gonna get a creativity perk as well. Okay, you're relaxing in your quarters with your dad when you hear the colony siren. The enemy's here. Dad looks up from his novel. Seems early this year. We should head to the shelter in the lounge. Okay. Been drilling on the new evacuation procedures for the past month. There's no need to be a hero now that there are so many new soldiers from Helio. It's probably best if you just follow instructions and head to the lounge with your dad. The mood in the lounge is anxious, even though the colony's defenses are much better this year. Over hushed conversations, you can hear younger children crying inconsolably. You look for your friends in the crowd. Marge and Tangent are here, quietly reading something on Tang's hollow palm. Cal is trying to entertain some kids with his juggling tricks. The few civilian kids from the heliopause are here too, including Rex and Nomi. Vase and Nem are absent, probably serving guard duty. You settle in to pass the time. Someone brings word that it's not a faceless out there, at least. You hear a few loud booms from the outside, so strong that you can feel their shockwaves in the floor. People gasp and cover their heads, but nothing else happens. After the attack, Lum gathers everyone. He's going to use this as an opportunity to be like, we've saved the colony, everything's fine, we're so good. Lum gathers everyone in the lounge and holds a big celebration for the soldiers. There's feasting and drinking and songs of valor, and the party goes on long into the night. Some drift away in pairs or more. Okay. Mars and Rex keep dancing going. Even Mem seems to relax, especially when the other cadets invite her to drink with them. Tonight, everyone seems convinced that this victory means the colony will be safe forever. Maybe it will be. They're using it as like good press. That look, we kept the colony safe. Look how good we are. I think that's the end of stream. New perk. Shop clothes. What? Clothes? Wait a hot second. Wait just a moment. Clothes? They're expensive though. Plus 10 to all social skills? Emoji proji. Plus 30 bravery! Holy shit, I should have gotten that creativity perk a lot earlier. I need to start earning kudos. Okay. I have to end stream here, otherwise I'll keep going forever. Look at how moody I am. Okay, save. I don't trust these Helios fucks. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was a longer stream, nearly double the length of my usual streams, but I wanted to keep going because I was having fun, okay? Okay, my next stream. All right, Dallas, we never finished testing the thing. Dallas, can you please exclamation point CW in chat? We never finished testing the thing. At the beginning of stream. CW, come on, Nightbot, work, do it. Do it, Nightbot, come on. Yes, is that the correct one? Is that the correct link? It is! Fantastic! Okay, I got it to work. Fantastic. Don't worry about it. I just changed the way the content one in command works a bit and I needed to make sure it worked. Yay, it worked now. Okay, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Eddie. That's the end of my stream for this week. It's actually Siska's birthday in 2 days. I've got to do something. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for coming, James. The next stream will be Fella's stream, usual time. I think we're doing Monster Hunter, so be excited for that. Got a Persona 3 stream coming up, and probably this time next week we'll continue this game. It'll be fun. It'll probably be maybe doing Dark Souls again next week. I don't know. Find out. But thank you so much for joining me. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out. You can tell your friends about how cool I am. If you made it to the end of the stream, which, wow, congrats. It was a long one. Leave me a comment. Try your best to write down the noise that that hop to it makes. Like phonetically spell out that sound. Like try that. Or tell me where on this scale are you? No, don't tell me that. I don't want politics in my comments. Get them out of here. But thank you so much for coming. I'll see you on Monday. My Monday. Alright. Atsunawa. Bye.